Platinum. We have all of our players here with us today, and it is the 28th of September, year 421. So, can anybody summarize what happened last time for us?
I can. I want.
I'm like literally 10,000 out of 10,000, so I'm not leveling for a long time, so go ahead and do it.
Okay. So we started out in an abandoned, half-destroyed camp with a bunch of burning dead trolls. There were only 3 people left in the party until a basically blind druid just kind of stumbled upon this scene. They had some conversation about life things, weed, all that stuff. And then eventually the party convinced this random guy to join the party in order to end the war. Or a soon-to-be war. The mission restarted, and the party went to the cave where the rebellion was based. And we started by tricking them into thinking that we wanted to join. We had a meeting with their leader, and then during that meeting, they showed us our magic, and we were like, "Yo, let's show you ours," and then we just jumped them with it, obliterated them. Then we had about a 45-minute discussion on whether we should kill all the survivors or not. It went kind of like yes we should, no we shouldn't, yes like about 4 times back and forth, and then eventually we just left and said fuck it. We got what we wanted because we were able to trade in the head of the leader for the platinum plate, and we have to make it back to Tegador now.
Well summarized. So, you all are in the capital of Merc. You're in Grubville. And
Do I get some XP for that?
sure, you get 100.
Nice.
You are all in the capital of Grubville. There are orcs hurrying to and fro, a few adventurers that you can see, and things seem rather lively. They throw a feast in your honor of killing Morgoth the Defiler. Do any of you attend, or nah?
Probably.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah, if they throw a feast in our honor, we'd probably attend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
So, Grub is there. He congratulates you all on a job well done, and the one night rolls into the next, and it is now. What do you guys have some other stuff you're doing in this town, correct? You have like a bow, and you also
Yep.
have
The tumbling.
tumbling, yes,
Alchemy.
and alchemy.
I think the first thing I want to do is get that 18 strength bow from that guy.
Alright.
In case cleric ever casts like strength of stone or something on me, I can use that maybe.
Yeah, so how many more days do you guys want to spend in Merc?
Well, I needed to do 28, and I did 3, so I want to spend at least 25 to get tumbling.
Yep, same for Jigbard for the alchemy.
Sure. I mean, he's just
Not alchemy, herbalism.
Hana's just chilling. Didn't you want to learn the spells of that guy's body also?
Yeah, that's true. That's also something I have to do. Maybe I actually prioritize that over herbalism. Probably. So I guess Jigbard will be memorizing a lot of weed magics and trying to figure out some spells.
We gave away Morgoth's armor, right?
Yeah.
I guess another thing I'll do is fuck around with these swords. There's one that's dexterous and one that's fire-ish, right?
Is the one that's dexterous a sword or is it a scimitar?
It was just a normal +2 weapon.
Yeah, I
think.
remember it being a scimitar.
Or just a +something weapon.
I don't know. I don't remember. But if you say a dexterous sword, that sounds more like a rapier or scimitar than an actual longsword.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Sorry, what was the question?
So
So are those both arming swords?
they're both long swords.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, they're yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, they're both arming swords. Just regular.
So yeah, I want to fuck around with them, see if I can like figure out anything about them. I'll dual wield them, switch them around, see if one feels more comfortable in my offhand than another, and stuff like that.
Yeah, Can you dual wield with two weapons of the same size? I don't think you can.
Not unless you have the proficiency for
The
it.
guy who we killed. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You probably had the proficiency for it.
Longswords are also size large, though, which you definitely can't dual wield at all.
Precise me.
You can, as long as you have 2 points into two-handed weapon fighting.
Sorry, but one of your weapon, like you cannot dual wield weapons that are of the same size category as your character.
Really?
What?
Shit.
Even with the proficiency?
I think with the proficiency you might be able to, but
So, well,
These are
here, I'm
both
gonna
size,
pull up the proficiency.
Yeah, with the proficiency, the character's secondary weapon must be one size smaller than his primary weapon.
Shit, that's my mistake,
you
guys.
can only wield the maximum of weapons that are of your size category. Like you can.
So, are
only
you
wield-
saying that it is not a longsword, but it is a scimitar instead?
I think,
Scimitars are size medium as well, right?
Yeah. We can say that.
It has to be size small though.
Yeah.
You could wield a longsword and a short sword, for example.
Scimitars are size small and
Really?
do damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
What
then
the
you can,
fuck?
yeah.
So, is it a scimitar? Wink, wink. Wink, wink.
Oh no, wait, okay, if you spend a second proficiency slot, you gain the ability to use two weapons of equal size, so you can use
Okay.
two medium weapons.
Yeah,
So you-
probably-
no, that's what I was talking about. Wait, I thought you
You
said
that is the question.
It's an alternate.
Probably.
It's another rule.
But do you have two slots? Like two? Did you spend two proficiencies?
I have
on-
none in
Yeah,
dual wielding.
okay. That's why.
No, I'm saying like the big guy probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
he probably did. Also, he was an ogre, so for him they would have been
Or
size
he
medium,
was-
right?
Yeah, so no, if
Wait,
yeah, it's
I didn't
any
think he was an
one-handed
ogre.
weapon size.
He was an orc. He just
Yeah,
had two
the guy,
spots in the
the
proficiency.
normal guy was an
Yeah, then you get two slots.
Yes. Alright.
I mean, the guy was like level
I mean-
6. It's not unreasonable that he would have had.
When do you get another weapon proficiency, Con? Or Matt?
to a level 6, I think.
Oh
Let me
my
check.
god, fuck, are you serious?
I don't know. Let me check.
I think at 3
weapon
you got-
proficiency is every 4.
All right, so no.
please.
I'll wait. Should I have an extra one?
you should have 3.
Okay, no. Then I'm not getting one until level 8.
Oh,
By the time I get it, I'm not gonna be using it because I'm gonna be shapeshifting. So it's literally
Yeah.
completely useless. For
alright, it's fine.
But can't he use the
We can
scimitar and you
trade
use
one
the
of these
longsword?
swords. This guy has like some crazy shit. He might actually be down to trade.
Why
Like-
why isn't Con using the scimitar and you're using the longsword?
There's
He
no
said it's not a
scimitar.
scimitar. It said it's a sword.
It's just.
It was always
it's
two
just-
long
Yeah, I mistake. So
Unless-
we only need one of those swords,
I
basically.
mean, I'm probably
Yeah.
not even gonna go into melee just because I have so many spells that by the time I run out of spells, combat is over. But if
thing
I
is-
don't, then I have the flaming scimitar, which is
The problem
still.
is we don't know which sword to give him though, because one is going to be better than the other, and it's a gamble.
It looked
Well, okay.
like the flame sword was.
The
better,
flaming
no?
sword was I'm almost certain it was plus 0 on the flaming sword and plus 3 on the other sword.
That's what
Yeah,
it
the
felt
flaming,
like to
the
me,
flaming
too.
sword only had a d6 extra damage. It didn't have any bonus to hit or damage.
Did it have D6 extra damage? I don't think
I
it
think
did.
so.
Mm,
I think it was like plus 2 damage, and I don't think it had any bonus to hit.
It definitely didn't have a bonus to hit, for sure.
Wait, didn't it do like an extra die of damage or no?
I don't think
I
so.
don't remember. I don't know how we would tell.
You can scroll up, or I
Yeah.
guess I could ask you. Do I feel like that one sword was hitting harder than the other?
Which
You got hit a lot by both of them.
You got
I
hit
guess
a
the
lot.
way you would tell is if you got like significantly burned by the scimitar when he hit you with it, or by the
yeah,
sword.
I don't
if he-
think that it actually burned anything.
Okay, so
I
the other
can't
sword is
see
just better.
any,
It's a plus
like
3 sword. Is just
D8
better.
plus D6s or anything.
Yeah, no. You're right. It was just the flame sword sucks.
Right?
But it's a
But the flame
flame
sword is also
sword,
probably
guys.
more-
Yeah, it's cool, but it fucking it's cool. We can probably
I mean,
spit it off
yeah,
as something that doesn't suck to
That's
him.
perfect.
So we can
exactly.
trade it for better stuff because it sucks, but he might not think it sucks because it's a
We
flaming
can say,
sword.
look, it's like an awesome flaming blade, you know?
Yeah, of course.
CJ is also not the flaming blade kind of guy. Whoa, that's a nice.
I mean, I would take the sword if I were ever realistically able to wield swords, but that's not the case, so...
Yeah, I also
Oh, yeah,
can't.
you
'cause
love fire.
Good.
Can I like go fight some alligator? I probably shouldn't do that. I'm just gonna die to alligators.
Can I just grind real quick?
I mean,
I just wanted to see which sword I liked more.
you can
Yeah,
spar
I'll
with
bring it
somebody
up
and I can just
good.
heal them.
I'm
Do you want me to hit you with them to figure out the bonus and I can just keep healing you?
Yeah.
Can you just tell us? Because like we literally have 28 days that I can just keep smacking him and permanently full heal him.
Well, something might happen during these days, so why don't you guys do that?
Well, why don't you hit me with the sword and we'll see if it does any the fire sword
Yeah,
first.
hit with
see.
the
Sure,
sword.
I'll swing this fire sword at him. I think it's a -3 for unproficient priest. So-
let's look at
Off the
this.
top of my head. I never play clerics. Clerics suck.
Classes.
You need a 21 to hit me if I'm not holding my sword.
Alright, so I tell him to get prone because otherwise I have a -1.
Let's
So
look at
with
that.
prone
Oh,
bonus,
just
I
hit
have
me
a
on my
+3.
flank. Oh yeah, yeah, prone. Yeah.
With prone, I have a
CJ
+3.
just lies down and he just tries stabbing him repeatedly.
Does
Does
that hit
anything
you with
happen?
prone? Does 17 hit you from prone?
It's
Which-
21
which-
minus 4.
Which sword are you using?
AC, right?
Flame.
The flame sword? So how much AC does CJ
I think that hits you from your.
I think I have 17.
Yeah, so I
That-
think I hit
yeah.
him with the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit him. Deal.
What happened?
How
Well,
much damage?
deal
did I
damage
take?
to him. D8,
Just D8?
D8, and then take another 1, CJ.
Okay, this
Okay, so I
item
took
is
7
fucking garbage.
It probably keeps you
Maybe there's
warm or
more in
something.
a
Do we
crown.
feel warmer when we're holding it?
Yes, you feel warmer, and the flames set things.
Heal
in.
5. CJ, heal 5.
Alright.
Can you
So
try
down
and like burn yourself with the sword as you're holding it?
I'll touch the. I'll really quickly like touch the flame.
Yeah, it burns your fingers. Ouchie.
Alright. This is a
So it
plus
doesn't
1
protect you
weapon,
against
but
fire, though.
it has the utility of keeping you warm in a cold environment. We live in a desert, so
Also, it's not even a +1 weapon, right? Because
Yeah, just +1 to damage.
oh, you're right. Oh, it might be plus 1 to attack. We don't really know.
Yeah,
Well,
you
we-
didn't
I
figure
think
out
The
your
other weapon
roll
is just
16.
better, right? Because that one is +3. So that one is just
Yeah,
better.
unless the other weapon was a +4. This one, because this one is +3 compared to this one. The other one was +3 compared to this one. So
Nah,
It's
the other weapon is
probably
definitely
just
not a
a plus
+4. He wouldn't give us 2 +4 swords in the same world. And I already
Why
have
not?
one on another character.
He might.
he might.
No,
So
he's scared
I-
of me having +4 weapon as a sidearm.
I want to take the flame sword to Lord Grubbish. Is that it? Yeah, I'll take
Rubbish
a
the
Grubbish.
fair.
And
Rubbish the fair.
say, Lord Grubbish, we have another trade on the table if you're interested.
What have trade?
I take out the sword, hold it above my head, and have the flames ignite.
Ooh. Huh. Yes, yes. Well, I will trade with you. He will lead you into his
Have any magic
large
bows or scimitars?
chambers.
Magic,
Yeah, I walk in.
scimitar.
Magic sling, you know? Think of the wizard.
The wizard is magic enough.
Sling of magic missile. That'd be fucking sick.
You don't have spells at all, right? You don't have more spells than me, no.
No, I definitely don't.
You look around specifically for a bow. Roll me
Or a scimitar.
or a scimitar. Roll me a D5.
Yikes.
Wait. Why did you roll?
I don't know. I was here.
You're not even there.
I'm probably holding the sword still after smacking you with it.
Alright, now roll a D100.
Wait, which one did you take? Did you take his die or my
Flaming
die?
sword damn.
No, I'm saying, did you take the 2 or the 1?
I don't think you're
Does it
here.
matter?
They're trying to do this alone.
I don't think it matters.
Took the 2. Alright. In this pile of loot, there is one bow that looks to be of elven make.
Oh shit.
The wood
You have
is
3 elven make bows.
The wood is white and carved elegantly with flowers and general foliage. And the string is made out of what looks to be something like a black piece of twine. And he says, "This bow got off elven raid. They try raid Merc? No. Grub don't let them raid. Grub take." And he presents you with this bow.
Hey, you got yourself a deal, Grub.
Excellent. Add to pile. Wait. He takes the sword. How light up?
Just focus really hard. Think warm thoughts. Don't hurt yourself, Grub. Careful.
It bursts into flames in his hands.
Oh shit.
Ugh.
There you go.
Grubbush will be most powerful warrior with this blade.
You'll definitely be warmer. That much I can say for sure.
Yes.
We definitely need to stop giving CJ items.
Why? So
Because you just trade them for your things.
Exactly.
The first thing I specifically
by
asked
far
for brass
most
knuckles,
Okay.
and I specifically made sure that we got the tattoos for your spell book.
No, but did we get brass knuckles?
Yeah,
Yes.
you did.
Yeah,
Oh,
We
okay.
did.
Never mind.
Silver
we
plated.
traded magical plate mail for brass
The first item I got for me.
Aren't you wearing
Oh, my
magical
friend
armor?
CJ's a good boy.
Yeah, but it only fits me.
That's convenient.
I don't remember. Yeah, that sounds awfully convenient.
You literally said it could only fit me. We tried fitting it
It's
you.
fine.
but
No,
you
it's
were
just
making
fine. It just
work.
sounds awfully convenient. It's all good though.
I mean, it is convenient for me.
Sure, it is.
All right, Grubbish. Is there anything other than this bow that perhaps, I don't know, a wizard could find useful?
Not me. I just wanted to get something for the bard because he's so useless.
I got him brass
How do
knuckles.
you
Yeah,
Fine.
if he has,
No,
I
I'm not
forgot
useless
if we got those.
anymore.
If we got those, it's fine.
After he
Yeah.
gets tumbling, it's another +2 to hit on his melees. Like he's
Yeah,
not
I have
even-
+5.
And
plus 5 to
we
hit.
figured out that I can
2
give him
attacks
armor
around.
too. He's not
D4
really that
plus
useless
1.
anymore.
It's perfect.
Druid
I mean,
armor. Yeah.
if you already have the brass knuckles, it's perfect.
Yep.
Then take the fucking bow.
Take
True.
the fucking bow.
Wait, Ironic, I have a question on so soften the earth and stone. Say that we're in the desert and I cast that on sand. Does that just make like quicksand?
Holy shit.
I feel
Does
like
it say anything about sand in there? Because sand
Well,
is
sand is-
already
sand is
really
earth.
loose. I don't know if you could.
Yeah, dry earth becomes loose sand or dirt. So it turns earth into like very loose sand. So if it's already loose sand, I think it should literally just be basically like a liquid.
I don't
think
think
you could
so.
double cast.
I think it's already softened. I think you'd say.
Yeah, if you just create super soft sand.
That would mean you
Right,
could
but would it
cast
just
it
work the
one way.
same way? Is that what I'm saying?
No, but it's perfect because then we can chill on the beach and we'll be really soft and everything.
Yeah, true.
I think it would work. Like the spell would work the same though. It takes 10. You move it 10 feet around while you're in there and all that stuff. I think it would work the same way.
Maybe.
At the very worst, it probably worked the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be anything extra.
Okay, it wouldn't be better. It would just be the same spell.
Yeah, it's just, probably.
Alright.
Find out the hard way, I guess.
Ooh, wait, it can create landslides. Oh, okay.
That's good for sand dunes. You could just
Yeah,
walk
on the
through.
dunes, I could
yeah.
literally create a slide.
So, I actually don't think it would work the same way. And reading it now, I don't think it should have worked how we wanted it to in the last fight either.
Oh no!
What do you mean?
I
What
mean,
do you mean?
okay, so it says creatures attempting to move through an area softened into mud are reduced to a move of 10 feet per round, etc., etc. And it also says stone softened into clay does not hinder movement. And up at the top it says wet earth becomes thick mud, dry earth becomes loose sand or dirt, and stone becomes soft clay. So when you softened the stone in the cave, it should have become clay, which should not have hindered movement.
I think the floor was dirt.
I think the floor
Was it?
dirt.
I
think the floor
did
was
say
dirt.
explicitly that it was turned into clay.
Ah, that's true. You did say that. But I don't know. I remember it being a dirt floor with stone walls. Could be wrong though.
Maybe, I don't know.
I guess we fucked up, but that's
Maybe.
hard to change now.
Yep.
But for the
Can only
future,
go
we know.
forward, can't go back.
Okay.
So on sand it wouldn't do anything, I think.
Yeah, that's what I
Basically.
agree with.
Sure.
I mean, it would do something, but it wouldn't have any sort of game effect.
Yeah.
You could probably sleep in softened sand. That'd probably be really comfortable.
I've been to beaches in Australia, and they had
That
the
is,
softest sand ever. Laying in that is like
yikes.
laying in a fucking pillow bed. It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
During the time that this happens, Teakbard can memorize 3 read magics per day, and will try to study this ogre skin.
Yes. You can go into this. You can sort of flatten out this ogre's skin and look over it. What level are you?
I am level 4. So I can learn up to 2nd level spells.
Alright. So, in his 2nd level spells, he has. Here, let me actually just create a spell list really quick.
Perfect. We did get XP last time, right? I'm
Yes.
pretty sure we did. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. And I
Yeah.
can erase these spells because I already took the XP for them.
Okay.
I probably need ink to write them down though anyways, right?
Yes,
Because
and there
I
are
don't
no
have-
real.
Yeah, there's no ink around.
Mhm.
Well, I'll study
But-
it anyways.
But you
to see
can
what-
get some of the spells. Can get some of the spells if you're like researching it intensely. You can get that.
But I can't transcribe them into my own spellbook, is what I'm saying, right? I have
Exactly,
to carry
yeah.
around this ogre skin.
Yep.
Right.
Is there a way to make the magical ink? I mean, obviously there is, right? Because someone makes it. But is there an in-game way to make it?
Not yet, but you know, you guys can probably find a way to make it in the guild.
I think it's under like scroll creation.
Probably the herbalism proficiency would be adequate for that.
Maybe if you had like alchemy.
Yeah, I mean, usually you create ink out of like ground plants and stuff. So,
Yeah, but that's normal ink, but I think it's specifically magic ink, right?
yeah. But I guess magic ink you just create out of like more exotic components, and then you have to cast some spell on it.
Yeah. The question is, what spell and what components?
Ooh.
So that's the 2nd level spells.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fucking hell. I just realized that all the saves opponents ever rolled against me should have been rolled at a -2 because I'm an elementalist.
For all your flaming spheres.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So that balances out with how we misuse soft nerf and stone, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that one guy passed every save. Maybe he would have failed some.
Alright, there we go. So those are the spiels.
I see a couple that I definitely want to learn in there. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so how does the spell learning work exactly? Is it...
So you need 10 G. Here, let's look. Let's go to the homebrew. Arcane magic. So learning a spell from a scroll, rune, or spellbook must be meditated upon with successive nights of sleep and dreams. D4 days plus 2 days per spell level and 10 GP per spell level.
Okay.
In order to buy ink.
Which I can't do here, so I can't learn spells?
Pretty much, yes. This is a non-arcane magic society because there's like literally nobody to cast wizard spells here.
Yeah, well, that's fine. So we'll have to postpone the learning. I guess then Teakbar takes note of these spells for later and continues working on his herbalism proficiencies with the shamans.
Yep. So, do we want to just skip, 25 days?
And by me?
Yeah, seems fine.
During that time, yeah, I mean, I just do like druid stuff.
Oh, yeah. Druid stuff?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Just go out, find some berries, cast good berry on them, feed some of the people that look like they need it. You know, stuff like that.
Maybe you could go to
Chill.
the druid meeting if that was happening.
I
That
don't
would be
think they will be here.
Convenient timing, but yeah. I can't remember what it's called.
Alright. So, in that case, it is now the 23rd of October. And, Erickson, you have been training in tumbling and acrobatics with a band of entertainers who show you their ways in exchange for you showing them yours. And you come out on top of all of this dedicated training with the ability to tumble even better.
Oh yeah.
And then CJ.
Yeah.
Your bow has been crafted by orcish hands. It looks, when it is finally presented to you, it looks somewhat gnarly, but at the same time, it is made out of a strong wood that has a strong pull to it. And he hands it to you. Finished.
That was
I don't think I
Duck's
can
bow,
actually
right?
use this
You can't
one
use that
because
bow.
it's- Well,
No,
if you cast Strength of Stone on me is why I picked it up.
Oh, you need to be. I think Duck was 1840. What
So
strength are you at right now?
Second level, 16.
So I can give you up to 4 max, which would give you 17, 18, and then 18,
Well,
20.
He just needs to get to 18 dash.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the
like
same.
anything,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So yeah, you need a
Does
3
it
or
actually
4.
go up by 10 each Strength of Stone? Doesn't go
Yeah.
up by
Yeah.
which tier?
No, it's
Okay.
10%.
No, it's by 10.
So yeah,
But
you need to
I'm
hit a
pretty
3
sure
or
it goes
4.
up
If you
tier.
get a 3 or 4 in a D4, then you get it. Otherwise, you
Yeah,
don't get it.
you just need 18 dash something. You like 18 dash 10 is the same as 18 dash 40.
Yeah.
So
So you need a 3 or 4 on the D4.
Yeah. So that's what I got it for.
So yeah, it's pretty good.
except now you have a magical bow that might be better.
Yeah, what's up
Probably
with this
gonna be
Elven bow? Is it strengthened for me at all, or do I have to get it reinforced?
The elven bow is not reinforced. It's a normal bow. Except it's
Is it
magical.
magical?
It is magical, yes.
Yeah, I don't think you can
I don't
just
think you can,
reinforce the
read
magic
strength.
bow.
It will break the magic.
Magic items are too specific to just be modified like that, and by mundane means.
It's probably
well, I
just
guess I don't
better
need any
than your strength
strength
bow.
bows.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
might just be better than your strength bow, depending on what bonus it has and stuff.
Even if it's +1, it's better because you would only get +1 to damage with a strength bow.
Well, once we're back in
It's-
society, I might actually be able to learn Identify if I pass my spell learn roll, so...
Nice. Okay. Well, I'll still take this 18 strength bow. It's already paid for, so.
Yeah.
As well.
I mean, there's somebody that can use it back at the guild.
Yep.
Oh wait, never mind.
Oh,
No, Thoros is actually low strength. He's only 16.
Really?
Holy fuck, he's a beefcake though. What is this
Holy
HP?
Yeah.
Holy wait,
Didn't you just yesterday talk about how much HP he had?
I didn't realize it was this. Wait, what is the average? Hold on.
He has like a +5 to his HP roll.
No, it's only a +2. So average. So average HP should be 45. He has 53.
It's not as much
Nice.
as I thought it was. Because Horhog has 43.
not that
No,
much. I mean, Darian has 28 out of maximum 30 HP, so you know.
Oh yeah, I
Other
guess
thing can use this bow.
53 HP sounds so beef though.
Yeah.
I think I'll go watch Erickson tumble while I practice for my bow mastery, even though I don't think I can until we get to civilization.
Alright. And last but not least, Teagbart. You
Yeah.
have been learning the ways of Orcish witch doctor healing and learning what swampy kinds of plants do this versus that. And at the end of your training, you have acquired a herbalism proficiency. You know the local flora and fauna and what plants do what.
Wait, can I speed up his learning process if I just locate plants with my
We don't need
spell?
to speed up the learning process, so it's fine.
Okay. I can just locate him.
Okay, very cool. So now I'm a healer and an herbalist. Nice. What's the check on herbalism? It's in
Con
minus
just touch us and heal us.
in -2. Okay, perfect.
And again, it is the 23rd of October now. Harsh winds start coming into the swampy region of Merc. It is definitely the fall season now.
Alright, I guess with nothing else to be done here, the party with a heavy heart departs from Merc, from Grubville, which I guess at this point we kind of have made a lot of friends in.
We should get like a small keg before we go, just in case I need to create water for us. Because I have one, but mine has beer, so I'm not gonna empty it out for the water.
Or maybe just drink the beer instead.
Oh, that's true. I can just
Not
water
drink
to
water.
wine it or water to beer it.
Well,
Yeah.
also beer is like in these days not super alcoholic, right? So you can just drink it as a normal drink.
Yeah.
That's what people.
Well, if you're
use.
making it using the water to alcohol spell,
I also have a brewing proficiency and brewing supplies.
you can probably make it more alcoholic. But typically,
I make it
beer
hard
was
as
pretty
fuck.
much.
I make
just
it
water.
moonshine. Proof
drink
94.
moonshine every
And we're not
day.
drinking that because then it
We're just
dehydrates.
we're just getting more dehydrated.
It is. It's a small price to pay. Small price.
So then we do need a cake.
Alright, there's also been a month,
how much is a keg?
so all of your
So it's super
food
cheap, it's
supplies,
just heavy.
all of your food supplies are now starting to spoil.
Yeah, I mean, we've been eating good berries for this time, but we won't be able to in the desert, so we need to buy more rations.
Wait, how long did dry rations last? I thought they lasted
month.
like 6 months.
No, just a
Is it
month.
just 1 month? Okay.
I only have one left on my character sheet because we've been.
Oh, I have like 20 something. 23.
Is that
I mean,
true?
we should
That
resupply.
sounds like not a
I
lot.
think
Hey,
they
Neat-
lasted longer, but
Neil's dry rations last 6 months.
And I guess we are using Neil's
economics. That's why they
economic
cost
sheet.
more than the book too. They cost 6 instead of 5.
6 silver per.
Sure, they can last 6 months then.
Cool, then we still have them. 23 rations.
Can I give you this one ration that I have on my character sheet just so that I don't have to keep track of it?
Alright, 24 rations.
So, I guess the day before we leave, I also want to do one last casting of Good Berry, because then there's not going to be any more
Yeah.
berries after that. Can I find berries? I mean, I can literally locate
Yeah.
plants, so...
Yeah,
In
we'll-
Tigador, I found berries along the river.
Yeah, but we shouldn't rely on finding berries. It's good that we have a lot
Yeah,
of
I want to cast it before we go still.
Yeah, you can locate plants, and you can find a few berries. Roll 2d4. Yeah,
6 berries.
you got it.
So I'll probably ration them for now because they last a week.
You got a long journey.
Yeah, we might want to stop by one of the Tigadorian towns. That would enable me to try and learn some spells and try and identify whatever items we need identified.
I think we should too. I think we should go this way and then stop at the bandit mine.
Okay.
Well, I guess we wanted to rush the plates back, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so the option is either clear out the last bandit mine just for the sake of like completeness. Kind of feels good to do it.
Yeah.
But it's not really going to give us like that much value compared to just rushing the plate back.
Our mission
This
was to
one
get
had
the
my
plate.
I think the question is how much of a personal vendetta do CJ and Erickson have against the bandits, right? Teakbar doesn't really
I mean,
care. He'll go along.
Yeah, I don't
with
think
you.
Ericsson really cares either.
No, CJ just knows that they have magical items, and I think that's probably his motivation.
I think only
I
the first
reckon-
camp had magical items, and it's just the armor.
That
That's
was
it.
smaller than this one. This is huge.
I also, no, I reckon this is a mine. I don't know why they'd have
Yeah,
magical
I don't
items. I reckon
think
they just
they-
have like pickaxes, right? And maybe there'll be a lot
What's
of
one
metal there.
pickaxe?
Well, it depends on whether the mine has an encampment or not, where potential leaders might
Yeah,
reside.
I don't think
Might
that mine's
have items.
protected. This is their main operation. They probably have all their good shit over here.
very
Why?
possible.
Why do you think it's their main operation? I thought the
I'm
second
pretty
one
sure
we
we
went to
figured
was their
that
main
out
camp.
from, No, I'm pretty sure this guy here said that this was like their biggest camp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
said that
he
their
definitely
I can't really
the
wasn't-
overall
remember.
boss was over
Well, he
here.
definitely wasn't the big boss, so
He
we
said
never.
the big boss
big
lives
boss.
here.
Okay. Do we care though?
Not really.
Uh,
Maybe after
but
we
also
go
isn't
turn in the
opposed to
plate
go.
and all that stuff.
Yeah,
good,
I
dude.
feel
I
like
like-
Greg can
Our
give
Our whole
us
mission was
magic
about the
shit.
plate, so we should bring it back now that we have it.
Yeah, I
on the
agree.
way, if you think about it.
Not really.
If we fuck up, if we lose the plate to these guys,
Yeah, that's
how
the
mad would
thing.
that be? I think we get the plate back and then we come back and do it after. If
Right.
or we just don't.
I'll come back with mastery. It's fine. Well, let's go to Withala. It is 100-mile
So,
detour.
where do we want to, like, along which road are we going, and are we stopping somewhere in between?
I say we
one of
take the
these
river and we
towns.
stop at
Yeah.
this town here.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Alright. So, you guys can start making your way through the murky waters of Murk. And eventually
I'll
you...
go with these spells, I guess.
Yeah.
Now at least.
Everybody send me
Oh, yeah.
spells.
That's the thing.
You guys...
While we're still in Merc,
Mhm.
just change the animal friendship for an entangle, and then everything else the same. But then after we get out of Merc, then I'll switch that to that.
Okay.
typing them out.
Okay, so you all make your way through a long stretch of muddy pathway. You find yourselves passing through an orcish encampment with, you know, various tribal happenings going on. And eventually, you all make it to the border.
Okay. How many days is it to like travel this?
6 days in total.
Okay, so don't mark off 6 rations just because we can eat the good berries, and then I'll cast it again before we leave.
So if there's 4 of us, so we need to eat 24. It would be 18. Okay, we only have 6 rations left.
Oh, then we should have bought some
Wait,
at Guap.
I thought we were much better off than that.
We had 24.
I thought you said I'm buying some.
Oh no, I didn't. We can though. I should have done.
I have rations on me, I think.
Oh,
we
you have more?
were there for a month. Like, can we just buy some extra rations?
I have 6 rations on me
I
as
have
well.
none.
I have 44 pounds of dry rations on me.
Just take my 6 rations on the lizard.
Okay, and then how many does CJ have?
44 pounds, so 22 rations.
Should I add that as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you want to keep them?
It's up to
Just
you.
add them all together, right?
Okay,
It's
yeah.
better if they're all in one place, because then we know the number.
Okay, well we have 34 left then.
Shouldn't we have bought like an extra 20 or so?
How long is it until the next village? Because we can just buy it then.
The next village is in the Tigadorian Empire.
Yeah.
Or you could, like, you know, pass by.
Yeah, no, the next one.
Yeah, the question is more how many days.
Right, is it like, are we
Like-
expecting it to be like a couple of days, or is it like a month in?
No, it's not a month in.
Okay.
It should be
Like
like
the whole
2 days, right?
It's about, like 3 days.
Okay. Can I find the
That's
other
fine.
berries for the casting?
You're not near a river. Are you doing...
We're still in Merc. This is before we leave Merc.
Alright,
Like,
roll
we
D20.
traveled 6 days inside Merc, and then we just do it again.
See if you can find them. Roll a D20.
Okay, we are following a river though, so should I get some sort of bonus?
D20 plus 2.
Doesn't the fact that you're along the river mean it's possible? Or
It's possible, but
I feel like
as in that's why you
possible
get a
everywhere in
check
the forested
rather
area,
than getting
and
a
then
bonus. But it's a
well, 19 either way.
Well,
so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
absolutely you get tons of berries. So.
yeah, roll.
we got 4 more good berries, and then we
Nice.
probably just get a few more to just eat normally.
Yeah, we'll eat berries.
Cool.
today.
So that's just 1 free day basically.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's full HP, right? All good.
Yeah. Well, we had a month rest, so we should
Yeah.
be.
Mm-hmm. So we need a party token. That would be nice.
Bongo cat.
Well, we have the Blue Cross.
You lizard.
Sure, dude. I fucking love lizards.
I vote Bongo cat, but it's fine.
Alright, we can do Bongo Cat.
Bongo lizard.
Maybe we need to make Bongo Cat a little smaller though.
Yeah.
No, you
Otherwise,
guys
it's
pretty much
pretty-
take up like 1 square.
Okay, we take up like how
Goddamn, we're thick.
80 miles.
80 miles.
Okay, maybe you should be a little bit smaller.
Just a little bit.
It's just hard to keep track of exactly where we are if we're already 80 miles in the hammer turn. Weren't we going along the... Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Cool.
Cool.
Bongo cat's lost some weight.
Good for him.
Yep.
You want to go to this town? I think this town has a wizard.
Well, we might as well go to both.
Yeah. I mean, we're probably traveling along the roads anyway, so we'll probably pass both.
Yeah.
Alright, so it takes you another 3 days, but you get to town.
Take off 8 rations. 26. Alright. Does this town have a wizard shop?
Well, you mean 12 rations, right?
No, we got 4 from the good berries.
I don't want to use those for this, because you can stabilize with it.
Oh, okay, we're not using them, sure.
Yeah, not yet.
They only
Can
lost
use
a
it.
week
Cool.
though, so they have 4 days
Yep.
left.
Yeah, that's fine. I just assumed we were, but doesn't matter.
No, we'll use them like if they're about to go bad, or if we need them for like healing.
Yeah, I agree, that makes more sense.
Right. So does this town have a magic shop of any sort?
Yes, this town has one traveling wizard selling his wares in the middle of the town's marketplace. Come on, come see my amazing wares. Do you have back pain? Sore feet? Fear not, for magic can aid you in your plight.
I'll approach him.
Yeah.
So, wizard of sorts.
So I'd like to get at least 40 GP worth of ink, if that's cool with our... I don't know how much money we have, but...
I think
Yeah,
that's a lot.
we have enough. We have, it's like 600 gold.
Okay. Then I might as well...
500 of which in gem.
Then I might as well get a little... I guess like 50 or 60 GP then, maybe.
Yes, I can
60.
get you what you seek. And he will roll around in the back of his little traveling cart and procure... how many did you want to buy?
Let's say 60 GP worth of ink.
Alright, he gives you 6 small vials of ink, and he procures them for you and hands them to you, says, this is my own concoction. I hope you find it to your liking. Hopefully it sticks to the pages nicely.
When he says that, I say, and this
Like,
is mine, and I
open-
give him a little bit of a drink if he wants it.
Teakbart opens one of the vials and like puts a small finger inside and like licks the ink to assess its quality.
That's one casting left. Alright, you got... Yeah, you taste the ink. It tastes really shitty. Tastes really bad. Stains your teeth and mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
You give a smile with dark
exactly
teeth
as
now.
And he will take a sip of your wine, Con, and be like...
I already rolled. This is the same keg that I rolled for last time, and I rolled the critical pass on my brew check last
Oh,
time.
yeah. It is delicious. He thanks you for the
Do we get a discount?
No. No,
And then-
Can I do a charisma check?
So
Asking for a discount.
you're not the one buying it.
Right, but I'm giving him as he's like selling this. I have a +5
Eric's is
reaction. Let
probably
me use
the
my
one that's doing
charisma.
the
I
actual
have
price.
He's,
charisma for this
he's
price.
already bought the ink.
yeah,
Right,
but
can we get any-
we could try and get something else if he has it. So if you guys want me to identify things, we still need a pearl.
Yeah.
I don't trust this guy. He looks like a scammer to me.
And we can't actually buy a pearl because we need to convert our gem. We have
Okay.
1 gem worth like
So is
500
there
gold.
like a gem cutter or something like that in town that we could trade the gem in for pearls and money?
There is no jeweler, but there is a general goods store.
Okay.
Do they
I guess
want
this
to
is
buy an
Ericsson's domain.
expensive gem?
You can go and ask.
Yeah, let's see if they have any
I mean,
pearls.
yeah.
Maybe we can make a trade.
Yeah, I'll go to the general store and say, hey, looking to exchange this gem for some money, or maybe some pearls if you have them.
Wishing to make a trade, are you? Yeah. May I see this gem of yours?
Yep, I'll hand it over.
He will take the gem in his hands, sort of bonk it on the table a little bit, looks at it with like a piece, like a shard of glass he has, And says, yes, I think that this could fetch a nice price. How many pearls are you looking for? 7?
Well,
no, not 7. Definitely not 7. Nice necklace, perhaps?
Just needed the 1 pearl. I was hoping to get the rest in gold.
I see. Everybody's always looking to liquidate their things. You know, family heirloom or something like that. What is this? Where'd you get it?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. He will put some. He will drop it in one of his lock boxes. Take out another lock box, open it up, and procure for you. I don't have enough cash to make this, to liquidate all of it. I can give you 2 pearls, though.
And how much cash?
And let's say 300 cash.
Yep, sounds good.
Alright. He will give you 2 pearls and a large sack of gold.
Alright. 300 gold.
Did I write down the 2 pearls?
Yep. And I get XP on that gem.
Yes.
Do you want to give me a weight for the 6 vials of ink as well?
Let's call it 10 to the pound.
Alright, so 0.6.
I just realized I left the Ranger's bow at that one town because it was going to 16 strength. That's okay though. I'll get it some other time. That was Matt's first character's bow.
We had some sort of deal with him where we left him some.
We're gonna bring him
collateral
back, yeah, but
Yeah.
we forgot.
Who whatever. Okay.
It wasn't so. I definitely want to go. I'm gonna mark that if that's okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so I could do a couple of days of spell learning now, if you guys want to, or we can just continue.
I mean, if you want to, that seems fine.
I would love to
Take a break.
have more spells. Yeah.
So I'll roll for Identify first, since that seems like the one we want to have the most at the moment. It's only 50% chance, so you know it's not that good, but let's roll it and see. Should I roll the chance first and then the days?
The way that you're supposed to do it, I think, is the DM rolls the chance, and then you do the days, and if you fail, you get the max number of days.
I guess
think
we're
that's
doing
how it's supposed to work.
But as we're waiting anyways for as long as it takes, right? So it doesn't really make a difference in the end.
Yeah, I'll let players roll their own
Okay.
spell learning.
That's a pass. Nice.
Nice.
And it takes
Well,
me
what spell is that
4
for?
days.
Identify.
Identify.
Put the spell that you're trying to learn in like the roll.
Okay. I'll do that for next time.
Alright, so it takes
So
you-
I learn Identify after 4 days, and it's D6 pages in my spellbook, was it?
I have D6 -1 +1 for every spell level.
Okay, so D6
So
for level
D6.
1. Yeah. So
No, I think
That's
level 1
five
is
pages.
D6 -1, and then level 2 is D6, and then level 3 is D6 +1.
is it?
No, because then you could get 0 pages, and that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It's okay. So Identify has been successfully learned after 4 days. Should I keep going, or do we want to?
What other spells did you want to do?
So I have Armor, which would be really good for me. I have Web, which is kind of a nice spell, especially combined with fire spells. And I have Enlarge, which could be pretty good. There's other spells that I have, but those I think are the good ones.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably fine. Might as well.
Yes, I'll start with Armor because I would like to not
Okay,
die.
well, we have to eat the berries because now it's still.
Well, we probably eat in town, right? So we can.
Oh, we have to eat the berries.
yeah, we
anyway.
still have to eat them.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They're gone.
So this one is D100 for armor. That's a pass. And it takes maximum days, 6 days. And the spell will be 4 pages in my spell book. So 24, and I learn armor. Okay, should I still keep going?
Spending a lot of time
I mean-
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
10
know.
days.
It's fine.
I guess-
it's
I
not
guess-
like it matters really, but
Alright. So should I go for web or enlarge, or do
Also,
we...
also, food is not free in a town.
Yeah, we have
yeah,
to pay.
I imagined we just work out at the end how much to pay and then pay it. We can easily afford it, so
All right.
So 10 days for now. So should I go for enlarge or for web? What do you guys think?
we might as well try both, right?
Yeah. So let's
whichever one.
start with enlarge. Pass. Yeah, it's good rolls, man.
Yeah, man. Really low.
6 days again. So 16 days total, and it takes 4 pages. So we got enlarge. And then the last one will be web. That is unfortunately a fail.
How many days it take?
It takes 8 days, maximum days again. So 24 days total we're spending in town. I guess 25 because I want to do one identify cast.
Mhm.
Right? Okay,
Yeah.
so what items do we have that we want to identify? I can do 4 items. Or 4, like, properties.
The 2 swords and the brass knuckles, right? And the bow.
Just one sword we have, but yeah.
Oh yeah,
One
you're right.
brass knuckles bow. Okay, so which one is the most important? Which should I start on?
I think we know what the brass knuckles do, right? It's a D4
Yeah,
damage
+1.
and plus
D4
1.
+1.
Yeah.
So probably the bow, I think.
Yeah, let's do the bow.
Okay, so that is something that the DM has to roll. My chance is 40%.
Yep. So this is for the bow. I'm gonna roll
Yep.
it.
And then high rolls of fake readings.
Yeah, really high rolls of fake reading. But you acquire a property. It hits. How do you do this? It is more accurate than most bows of its kind.
I think
Alright,
there's
so-
like faint, moderate, and like moderate's 3 and 4.
The problem with that is it's just telling you the 2-hit bonus, which identify says you shouldn't do.
Okay.
But okay, so we know it has a bonus to hit and probably damage.
Yeah, it hits.
So
yeah,
it hits truer and
hits
harder.
truer and harder. Yeah.
So should we do another one on the bow, or
I think
if
so.
it has any secondary properties? All right, so I'll do another one on the bow.
Okay, I need to look up the spell now. What is your sort of purifying and what does your 8-hour purification ritual look like?
Okay, so I think for Teak Bud it will be, I mean, obviously you have to like sweep the floor clean, get all the items out of the way, basically have a blank room. So we're probably staying in like an inn where I just like push all the furniture to the side, sweep the entire room clean, and then I probably set up like, I want to say like, I don't know, some kind of like candles around, so there's a lot of fire around, basically make a circle of flame around me that I sit in. And then I guess I like hold the items like in different angles to the light of the fire, and then like study them for, you know, hours on end to try and listen, like try and see in my mind's eye a picture of what they do.
Okay. You get back on the property that it enchants arrows once notched.
So should I do more on the bow, or do we want to go to the next item?
I don't know.
I suspect this
Um,
might be everything for the bow, because there's not that many more properties that are not immediately obvious that a bow might have.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah, do
definitely
the
doesn't use
sword.
a few arrows, it definitely doesn't pull people towards you or something, it doesn't disarm people or something. Like, those are things that we would just notice immediately. When CJ
I
uses it.
actually, yeah, thinking about it, I don't think there's any point in doing the sword because
Yeah, the sword is just good,
we know it's
probably.
just a attack and damage sword. Yeah.
So I would say I'm probably doing the brass knuckles now.
Yeah. And we know that they have a bonus to hit and damage, so you shouldn't get that because you already know it, right?
I think that's how it works, yeah. You don't get already known properties. So, brass knuckles it is.
All right. You look over these knuckles made of gold and silver, and you find that they have one of the same properties as the bow. They hit harder and are more accurate. They pull your fist towards the enemy that you seek to destroy.
Alright. And then I guess I'll
Wait,
do
I think
the
it
last.
doesn't. What they're saying is it doesn't tell you already known properties. And we already knew that it had a hit bonus of at least +1.
Yeah, I think there's probably room for interpretation. Whether
Yeah,
that only applies to properties that you've specifically learned through the identify spell, or properties that you
Yeah,
know.
I think that's what it means.
Okay, so I'll do the last one on the brass knuckles. And then
Okay.
I'm out of readings.
You get no more readings on the brass knuckles.
So no more readings mean I get
Means
a fail?
that you passed, and there's nothing
I
else
passed
to
and there are no
this.
more properties. Alright. So I passed all 4 rolls. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What
Or
are the
maybe-
What is
maybe
what is the condition that you fail? Because you can
You
still
know you failed.
Well, I have a 40% chance, right? So you roll a D100.
Mhm.
If it's a 40 or lower, I pass. If it's between a 41 and a 95, I fail, and over a 95, it's a false reading.
Yeah, and failing just means you fail on that item, not the entire thing.
Oh, would
You
you have
can't
done?
do that. You can't do that item again until you level.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would we have had time for me to give you the amulet to identify?
We
Is
would, but
If you
now
do-
I already
yeah.
used all the forecastings,
Okay.
so I could do another one. We have one more pearl.
We'll do it at level 5, I think.
Huh?
We should do it when you're level 5.
Well, if we do it now, we can do it again when I'm level 5. Is the only.
Okay. Did you get anything else on the bow other than the hit bonus?
It
Yeah,
enchants
enchants
arrows
arrow.
that it fires as soon as they are drawn.
Ah, shit. Alright. I'll give you a the amulet in case you want to do it right now.
They've given me that immediately.
Don't put it on.
Alright. So I'll take another day. This would be the 26th day, so we're here for 26 days total. And I'll do the amulets.
All right. You identify the amulet. You purify the area. Are you just doing the amulet?
Yup, I think that's. Oh, I guess I will probably also prepare the sword because might as well. But for now, I'm just.
All right. So the amulet. You cannot discern the mysteries behind the magic.
Yeah.
I hand it back to CJ with a shrug and I say, "Oh no."
Put it away.
And that's it. Should I? I mean, we are in town. Do you want to? Should I just write down the XP for spell learning and identify now, or do you want to do
the
it?
sword.
Oh yeah, I can
Yeah,
do
do the
this.
sword as well, yeah.
Yep, sword.
Oh, you the sword as well?
I have 3 more readings left, so might as well.
You cannot discern what the magic in the sword is able to do.
Yeah, so same procedure. I hand it back to CJ, same. You have weird items.
Really should have done the bow again, but whatever.
Yeah, do the bow again.
Okay, we do the bow again.
You have one more thing?
2 more, actually.
Oh.
I used 2, and I have 4 in total.
Okay, so the bow...
To your level.
You can't discern anything else about this bow. You actually
Which means
purify the area, and you get a weird... You get like a... I don't know how to describe this. You get like... You can't do it this level.
Okay, so it's just something beyond my comprehension, even if I pass.
Interpret it how you want.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's kind
Yeah.
of sick. What the hell?
Okay, so yeah, that's what I'll relate to CJ. I'll like kind of make the bonus say, seems there's something, but can't figure it out right now.
See.
Sounds like you rolled between 41 and 50.
Maybe.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I don't
could
know.
mean that.
That's what it sounds like to me, but...
So mean that the thing is just locked behind something else. Who knows? Maybe the power has to be awakened in some form. Maybe I have to be stronger in level. Who knows?
maybe.
Okay,
Yeah, I guess it
so
could be anything.
that is definitely it with the identifiers now, though. And I'll ask the question again. Should I just take down the XP for the spell learning and the identifiers now? That
Yeah.
we don't have to keep track. Okay, so I learned 3 spell levels worth. That's 300, and then 2 identifiers, 50 each, is total of 400 XP. Are you with me on that?
Sounds good to me. Here, let's go to
All right.
classes. Experience.
I don't think it's under. It's in the DMG under experience, individual experience awards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 500 per spell level.
No, that's researched,
Oh.
actually. I guess you don't even get anything for learned by the book.
That's
how
something that
Neil-
I added.
Just what Neil does.
Yeah, I think
Neil
that
does
makes sense to have 100 per spell level.
Yeah. Yeah, because research is if you like actually research a spell from scrap with like books of thousands of GP value.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, so 440 total with my 10%. Alright, and then I guess we have to pay up 26 days of in costs.
Yep.
How much is that?
Services. Oh, no. Let's just do in cost on the economic sheet. So it's 50 copper, or it's 55 silver a night, or 1 silver a night if you all like have like a shared space.
We don't, because we specifically had like an identify room or whatever, so
Yeah.
we have a private room.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So-
26, right?
So
That's
20
13
times
gold.
26, right?
So 130 silver, or 13 gold.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool.
Is that including food?
Okay.
That includes food.
Perfect.
What was everyone else doing for the 4 weeks?
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of time.
How do you get proficiency with a weapon?
You need a trainer.
Okay.
Same thing I'm looking for. Bow trainer, if there is one.
If there is one. Both of you roll me perception checks.
I'm looking for a crossbow, by the way.
Looking for a crossbow or a crossbow teacher?
As in a crossbow trainer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shouldn't your trainer be a lot easier to get than his, though? Because you are looking for someone who's simply proficient and he's looking for a master.
Probably. It depends on some factors.
Okay.
failed.
But neither of you catch wind of any sort of crossbow trainer or
You probably need to wait until you're in Watala.
You argue like a
No,
charisma
we
check
might
to
find out.
ask around in town for someone, because like it's
Or a
not just you have
master.
to like look for someone with your eyes. It's like you can ask around in town if they know someone who can wield this weapon particularly well. Right?
That's more of a thing
Well, it
in
also-
a big city, because a big city people know people, but in a small town like this, it's like you can just look around and be like, oh yeah, there's nobody here.
Okay.
What if you just... Are there no guards at all?
There are guards.
Alright, I would walk up to a guard and ask, are you or anyone else in this town, anyone in the guard, proficient with a crossbow? I would like to learn.
Oh, well, we have our local general here, but he's a little bit too busy to train anyone else for the... besides his own guard. It's a busy job being a general.
Town guard story arc.
Oh, with the correct
Yeah.
amount of coins, I'm sure you can buy time.
Yeah. Is there, not anyone else he's taught how to use the crossbow here? Surely someone must know.
No, most of the villagers here are unarmed, unarmored. They mostly just stick to, well, maybe not farming, but you know, they mostly stick to digging and mining and things of that nature.
That's understandable. Just seems strange that none of the guards would be willing to, I don't know, train for some exchange. I mean, a lot of things I could offer you.
Well, how good's your gold?
As good as any.
How much you willing to pay?
How much am I willing to pay?
Name your price.
I mean, the wage for like a captain of a guard is like 100 gold per year or something, right? So if you offer him like half a year's salary, he
Okay,
should
wait, yeah.
be willing to do it.
Is that the case? Like, are we using the same wage stuff as Neil?
Yeah, he's got it all figured out.
Okay,
So might as well use it.
so...
I made this number up right now, but I think it's around that dimension.
I can find it. I mean, so a crossbowman, specifically, is paid 10 gold 120 gold a year. So, if I wanted to hire a crossbowman for a month, that would cost me 10 gold. And because they already have a job, I probably would have to so maybe like 20 gold? That seems like a pretty good deal, paid twice your monthly wage.
Well,
Yeah, so I'll say I'd offer 20 gold. That's my first offer.
the yearly salary for a town's sheriff, for example, which I think is the monthly, I mean, is 100 gold.
Yeah, so you
Crossbowmen
can...
are paid more than sheriffs.
I think a town, like a captain of the guard, is something like a sheriff, right?
Yeah,
So, but the same position.
more militarized.
Oh no, the town sheriff's paid 1,200 gold per year.
Yeah, but 100 gold per month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but I wasn't asking for the sheriff. I was asking for any one of the
Anyone. So,
guards.
you approach him with the offer of how much gold? 40? 20?
I said 20.
He says, hey, Jim, you have some free time on your hands, don't you? And another member of the guard comes over. He has a crossbow strapped to his side. He says, yeah, I have a little bit of free time. The other guard goes, well, this guy over here wants someone to help him with his crossbow shooting. Think you can do it for a sum of 20 gold? The other guy nods and says, yeah, I think I could. What, you looking to be trained? You looking to become a guard, sir? Or what you doing?
No, I'm more of an adventurer. I just, want to be able to defend myself a bit better.
No, sure, yeah. Well, I can take you under my wing here. Just up front. Pay up front. And I can show you a thing or two with the crossbow.
Alright. I will pay him 20 gold.
Alright. 20 gold sunk into this random guard's pocket.
Yeah.
And over the course of 26
D4 weeks.
days. Yeah, D4 weeks.
So, hopefully I don't roll a 4.
Well, if you roll 4, we can
Oh,
wait 2
hell
more
yeah.
days, right?
Yeah, but I only rolled a 1.
Alright. And so,
And then I need to make a dex check, I guess?
yes.
If I fail it, what does that mean? I can never learn it, or I need to try again?
You need to try again.
Well, I
Yes.
passed it, so it doesn't matter.
With a measly 1 week of training, you've learned pretty much everything this guard has learned throughout the course of his entire guard life.
Which kind of
yeah.
makes sense. Granted, Erickson has been using the crossbow.
Yeah,
for
I was going to
quite a
say,
while.
I've been using the crossbow probably longer than he has, so makes sense.
Says, wow, you're a fast learner. Jeez. Took me like a month to learn that.
Well, I have been practicing, just never had someone to teach me how to do it properly.
Yep. Guess that just means that I'm a good teacher.
Yeah, exactly. Well worth the money.
Alright. So, that's what Erickson does. He learns how to use a crossbow effectively.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't have to roll at -1 anymore. Ah.
Yeah. Good shooting, Tex. Alright.
TJ's jealous that he found a teacher.
I guess a master is
Listen to us.
way harder to find than a proficient.
Yeah.
I mean, you could still try and ask around. Maybe there
I don't think this shit town's gonna have one. It's
probably
probably
not.
gonna be bigger
I
town.
had to get somebody in the arena for mastery.
Oh yeah, you did get a
Watala,
armed
yeah.
slave.
And he-
Yeah.
He was fucking expensive too.
Was he?
Yep.
How much was he?
Wasn't he free?
I thought he was free,
no,
yeah.
I paid him like 600. Like I think it was either 300 or 500 gold at the start,
Oh, yeah.
and then I just trained with him for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But we had sugar daddy Will, so
Oh, yeah.
fine.
Now you don't have Will to do all the bookkeeping. Gotta do it yourself.
Nope, we gotta get him back though. Whenever we go back to the,
Well, yeah. What are we gonna get him back for that?
I need sugar daddy.
Alright. I am... Let's take like a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Kind of down to play that campaign again.
Hello.
Alright, and back.
Back.
Alright. Hello.
Someone's at my door. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
While Matt is still away, there's one more thing I would like to look for in this town.
Shoot.
Do they have a temple? Or does the wizard guy have what I'm looking for, maybe? I'm looking for blessed leather scraps.
Yes. There is a local clergy. They are all... How should I put this? Religious... non-religious fanatics. They are very... They are very philosophically orientated. And they all discuss their... As you enter the temple, they're all discussing the various properties of mind and how each one's individual magics may come out through studying their own mind.
I guess that is a concept that Teagbard can somewhat relate to, at least, although not quite the same. It's still somewhat similar to how he learns magic. So I guess he engages in some dialogue about that. And then, I don't know, as the topic comes up to, like, specific spells, he will bring up that he has one spell that he needs blessed leather scraps for, and asks if anyone here maybe has them or is willing to make them.
I'd be willing to consider your request if a small donation is made to the church. You know, we have the power to bless leather, bless many items. It's just a matter as to how much you are willing to support our cause.
Teagbard offers the standard rate of 5 gold per leather scrap.
They appreciate your decidedness and get to work on blessing some leather scraps for you.
Nice.
Say, how many did you want?
So, I don't know. The question is, could this have been happening while I was learning the spells? Because by Neil's rule system, it takes 8 hours to make those.
To make the leather scraps? Yeah, they can, you can approach them with this question early on in your month's stay in this town.
So then, in that case, I would ask for 10.
Alright. They can procure 10 castings of armor for you for 50 gold pieces.
Cool.
Alright, I can take it off.
Perfect, thank you. And I will cast armor the day before we head out.
I'm back.
It lasts indefinitely until I take a certain amount of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you find the components for armor?
Yeah, I went to the temple and bought them.
Because otherwise I can just bless it too.
It takes an 8-hour ritual, though.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's good. That's actually a good point that we can do that.
Yeah, like we don't have to pay full price because I can bless them. Because it says by a priest, not by a cleric, and I am a priest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That is
Bless them with the
Presumably, you just need
spirits
the
of
bless
nature.
spell. And some ritual.
Yep. Do you think that it's better for you to cast armor on Erickson, or should I just use Barkskin?
Armor's only for yourself, right?
Personal? I think armor's personal.
No,
No,
I think you can cast armor on
You
other
can cast it. It's
one
just that
creature.
what's it
Oh,
called?
and
It's
in that
one
case-
less AC, and it breaks after a certain amount of damage.
In that case, I think my armor is way better on him because it's much less situational. We don't have to do it right as combat starts. He has it the entire
Yeah,
time.
this last.
I'll still take
That's
2 Barkskins,
So you
just 'cause
take 8
I can
damage.
just take 2,
plus,
but
I think, one
it's
per
better than probably if you put it at the beginning.
Okay, wait, let me figure this out. I think it's 8 plus 1 per level, is it?
I think so.
Yeah. Yes,
For
it
HP,
is.
yes.
Okay. So you
Is
have
that your
armor.
level?
Yeah, my level.
12.
So 12.
12
yeah,
HP worth of armor. Yeah, I'll note
12
that down.
HP worth of armor, and I'll take another component off.
So I'm up to 16 AC. Holy shit. Without any from Dex, or from armor, or from magic items.
Did you get 2 from tumbling?
No, 2 from style D.
Oh, okay.
If I
We did
use my tumbling, I get 4,
Right.
but I can't attack.
We did a one-shot yesterday where I also used the martial arts style for the first time. I used the style A on a wizard to make touch attacks.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have style A as well on Eric's.
Oh yeah, touch attack plus martial arts. Yeah, that makes it a lot easier to hit.
Like,
Well, and
shield
you
touch.
don't get fucking blasted every time by opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
It's a pretty decent buff to Necromancer, yeah.
I don't give a.
Which I could have
Right,
taken
attacks
Sam's
as
campaign,
well.
sadly.
I don't like the martial arts system.
Well, it does also call out that you specifically should only give it to characters where the culture specifically supports such a style.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'm using dagger, so
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
the other good thing for wizards is just dagger.
Well, Erickson grew up on a monastery where they were all like monks, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So, it has been 26 days. Let's open this calendar.
I'll have the same spells that I sent you before for traveling, but instead of one magic missile, I'll be rolling in enlarge.
Okay.
Which I guess I need powdered iron for, but don't we already have
You
that?
have a
Yeah.
file and an
Yeah.
iron dagger.
Perfect.
So, now it is the 18th of November. Oh, it's
Enlarge plus
we
shapeshift
should-
could be pretty cool.
Oh shit, that's insane. Make him a dire wolf.
or if some sort of bird maybe. What's a big real bird? Like an albatross.
If I turn into an eagle, you can turn me into a giant eagle.
Yeah.
Giant owl.
And if I'm a giant eagle, you can turn me into a massive eagle.
I guess. Weren't there like really big birds that they went extinct in like the 18th century? What was their name again? They were really fucking big as well.
Well, the flightless ones, like the
Emu? Dodo?
no, I think emus are still alive. Dodo,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, dodos. They're flightless.
They weren't that big, the dodos.
There's like an island full of them.
Oh,
The
there's
biggest bird is
elephant
a condor.
birds. Well, the biggest historical bird, elephant birds, they exceed 3 meters in height, weight over 500 kilograms, and are estimated to have become extinct approximately 1,000 years ago.
Holy
I don't think
shit.
druids can do animals that aren't like
That aren't what?
Real. But this is real.
Well, they are real.
This is natural animals.
yeah, no magic.
Yeah,
animals.
the elephant bird is not
Yeah,
a magical.
no,
It is
yeah.
real.
It's
A
not
completely
magical,
real
you're
life
right.
thing. It's
Yeah,
just
it existed
1,000
in
years ago. And I mean
Maybe
1,000
you
years
could
I'll
do
just
like
take a look at the monster
pterodactyls and
manual and see
dinosaurs
what
and
I can
shit.
do from there.
There's no hit die limitation, right? It's just size and stuff, I think.
No, it's my hit die.
Oh, it is, okay.
You heal
So,
them.
like,
I
what,
think
are you
isn't-
5 or 4?
You don't take the animal's HP, you keep your own HP.
Can
Yeah.
you turn into an animal that has like properties like flying without restrictions? Because I know
So
at least
I have three
Yeah,
shapes.
you can.
I have three shapeshifts. I have to be a bird, a mammal, and a snake. Or not a reptile, sorry, not a
Reptile.
snake. So those are the three. I can only do each one once per day.
right, because in 5e I think you need a certain level to be able to do flying and swimming things.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's a bird, a mammal, and a
Reptile.
reptile.
There's-
That's it.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's level 7,
trying to
so
think.
we're probably never gonna get to it on this character.
Huh.
Unless we do another campaign after this one's done.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Mhm.
I guess we continue on our journey. Back
Okay.
to what?
Yeah, you can be a 3 hit die flightless bird. It's obviously not that useful because it's flightless, but I wonder if that would count as your bird slot. Probably, right?
It's a bird, it counts as a bird.
Yeah.
All right.
No discrimination against flightless birds.
Okay. So
Is it Eblis real?
you all start walking, I presume.
Riding on top are
Riding.
lizards.
Yes. Okay. Along the way, you
Lovely.
spot that encampment you've completely and utterly destroyed. Okay, let's go over here. Do. Alright. As you make your way through, you eventually come across, at around this point, as you pass the dungeon you explored, you find a few people laying back, kicking back on some sand dunes. They are, they have some gear with them, a few lizards, and they are simply laying on their backs, exposed to the sun.
You guys wanna fuck with them? I don't know. Take their lizards.
I don't really mind.
I haven't robbed someone in forever.
Yeah.
You guys approach them?
How far are they?
They're like a few 100 feet off the road.
How many were there?
There's like 3 people and 1 lizard.
Do they look armed?
No, they look to have a pack lizard on them.
I just ignore them.
I don't know. We could
Yeah.
just rob them. Doesn't have to. No one has to get hurt.
Literally, there's literally no reason to rob them, though, right?
My character probably wouldn't. I just realized I'm not playing Duck anymore. I might.
Part is down though. But there is no reason you're right about that.
I think there's a lot. What if they have pearls on them? 100 GP pearls.
I know when you
I'm
told me
doing-
Teakbird is down, you know, don't need to convince Teakbird, but
Alright.
I'm telling you, for the more reasonable characters, there's actually not
I'm
really a
gonna
reason.
roll a willpower check for myself then. Nothing wrong with doing something a little evil. Alright, I don't. I succeed my willpower and do not hold them at arrow point.
Jesus. What kind of guy has to make a willpower save in order to not rob and loot and steal?
It's a pack lizard. I would love to make some money. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I will give him a nod.
Oh,
if he
yeah.
passed, though.
I said
They-
before we left, but then somehow I just forgot immediately. I was going to buy some rations.
Want to buy some off them?
No. I never wrote down how many, but I definitely said I was going to buy some.
Yeah, you can make that purchase now.
Yeah, okay.
Before we left too, I would have like tested my arrows to see if their enchantment is obvious when I put them on the bow.
You notch an arrow, pull it back, and nothing happens.
Shoot a tree.
You shoot at the tree, and the arrow lodges in there, but no visible effect of anything can be seen. It's just an arrow sticking out of a tree.
Gotcha.
Cool. I bought 40 rations.
Well, one thing I suspect that might be possible is that the arrows don't break after you fire them.
I tried
When-
breaking an arrow by shooting it at a weird angle.
Sure, you can... You're an adept enough user of the bow to do that. You shatter an arrow.
Unlucky.
Could just
Because
be
it would-
that it was
would
flavor text saying that the arrows do more damage because they're enchanted.
Well, it might be that they can hit creatures that require +1.
Yeah, that might be a possibility. I don't think, because the first property we got is it strikes truer and harder, which already implies that it has a bonus to hit and damage, so then saying the arrow also does more damage would
Yeah,
be
that's probably what Seal said, that it allows the arrow
Yeah,
to hit
that might
better.
be very...
I think
Very
normal magic bows, even without enchanted arrows, still hit
I don't know.
without the arrow being
It
enchanted.
depends on the DM.
I've never seen it where someone has like a +3 bow and then try to shoot a wraith and then it just doesn't work because the arrow's not also magical.
I think it makes sense for it not to work, but you are
It
right.
does,
I've
but
never
I've
seen it.
literally never seen that.
It's probably because it's like
It's also-
assumed that a bonus on a bow enchants the arrow, and this probably is just a description
also
for that.
pretty difficult to otherwise do it, because if that weren't the case, you would have to find like +1 arrows on top of your +3 bow to ever be able to hit something.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
I don't think I've even ever seen a +1 arrow in a game.
What do you mean? Sam has them.
$1. But they're not
Yeah,
magical.
but they're not magical. It's just a matter of quality, and that is unique to his crafting system.
A non-magical arrow fired from a magical bow is a non-magical missile.
Oh,
Interesting.
yeah.
Right, that may be what it is. Unfortunately, I don't
Holy
have
shit.
waveform, so we can't test it.
Then player's handbook.
Wouldn't you die on one hit?
It's in the DMG
I had waveform,
under
maybe not.
magical items description.
Well,
List of
if it
magical
worked,
weapons,
yes.
bow +1.
I mean, if I had waveform, I would be a higher level, so I would have a little more HP. So
Okay.
maybe not. But yeah, probably I would.
Okay. And
Oh,
mark
yeah,
down...
magic bows can't hurt you in Wraithorn.
Huh, that's pretty epic. That's good to know.
It goes any wizards to fight. Well, actually, I can deal with them. Never mind. Give us wizards.
Well, I can also hit him with my magic.
I can hit them with my fist.
Alright, it has been 6 days of travel, and it has been uneventful. You pass these guys who are out on the sand dune on the 6th day, and where do you guys go from here?
I think we go to the main road. Like we take this little side road here. Oops, I'm at the wrong. I guess we take this little side road here to the main road here, and then
And then
we
we just
follow
go
the main road down
straight down the
to
road.
Apollo. Yeah.
Alright. On your way there, you guys spot on the 3rd day of travel, which would put you right about here. You guys spot a temple. It is marked with stained glass as well as a variety of nicely carven stone pillars. and it looks to be a cult of the mind. This is a cult of Dismember, the cult of freedom. Dismember.
Dismember?
I don't fucking know how to pronounce it.
Dismember.
Dismember.
Dismember, maybe?
Dismember. Yeah, sure. It is a part of the cult of freedom.
They sound kind of cool.
A few of them are herding some animals for food for the monastery. And,
Who are definitely not free.
and you pass by them. Anything you guys want to do?
I don't know. Is there? I don't have anything.
Digbart
Yeah,
doesn't have anything particular in mind. He's not very well connected to these cults, so no idea. Give a friendly wave and move past, I guess.
Alright. They wave back and you make it further on your journey. And as you travel more to the main road, it takes you a little bit longer, but you eventually get down. And next you come across, on the main road, a band of 4 people who approach you.
Hold on.
They
How are they
are-
approaching us? Can you describe them?
Okay, so you see one in... They're about like 300 feet away at this point. You see one who looks well armored with a chainmail sword and shield. You see one what looks to be a person in robes holding a staff. You see one with a short bow and leather armor drawn over their shoulders. And one person with leather armor who has a buckler shield and short sword.
And how are they approaching us? Are all their weapons like sheath? How's...
Their weapons are sheathed at the moment at 300 feet away.
And it does look like they head directly for us. They're not just traveling along the same road in a different direction.
It's kind of hard to tell, but they are walking towards you on the road.
These roads are probably well traveled, so I don't think that
Have we come across other
I would
people or no?
have any cause to think that they are up to something no good.
Is that true? Like, have we come across other people?
You've come on these small roads. You've passed by a lot of villagers and people who are transporting goods, but on the main road you see a lot more types of people.
Yeah, I think we probably don't think anything special of it. Because it's just another group traveling.
Yeah.
I don't see why, other than the fact that the DM bothered to mention this one specifically, we would think that it's something
Right,
extraordinary.
but no, but he mentioned it because these guys look like well more armored than anyone else that we've encountered. Like, these are not peasants. They're probably other adventurers. I was just debating whether or not I was gonna cast bark skin on me. Probably not.
I think I'll have my bow strung and ready, just on my side. Not making any quick motions, but you know.
As soon as I get to about 150 feet away, or 100 feet away, they draw their weapons.
Cast
Take a
bark
shot
skin.
before initiative.
I roll initiative.
Yeah, we roll initiative.
All
No, I
right.
take a shot before initiative with my special.
Yeah, you can take a shot.
Wait, that doesn't require you to be aiming at.
I think if
You have to
I'm,
be
do I have to
covering
be?
your target.
I think you have to like cover your target, which means that you have to have an arrow drawn and like aiming at them.
Yeah, and pointed.
All right, that's fair enough.
I don't remember the initiative.
Yeah, let's go over
Two.
here.
Ron or lizards, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna hop down from mine, use this cover.
I'll wait until we are properly placed on the map.
That's a good decision, actually.
No, it's just because area of effect spells usually require you to be
Yeah.
keenly aware of where what is.
I am not at 1 HP. I'm at 19.
I think this is. All right. AC.
Okay, so this is
This is the
Basically
leather
100
armor.
yeah, but this is 100 feet away from us, right?
Yeah, let's try and make it as close to that as possible.
No, I'm just that it doesn't have to be. It's just that I have to know, because like I have a 20-foot cube here, which would be this. So the range of the range is 90 feet. But if I started 10 feet in front of them, I could put the cube like so, for example, and it would still hit these two. Right? Because this would
they need to be in the area of effect.
Yeah, so this would be the 90 feet mark, right? So I would be casting it at max range. This would be the 20-foot cube, and those two would still get affected.
Not to cuck you, but I'm pretty sure you have to make so that the center is the range. I don't think you can put the edge of the spell as your range.
Is that true?
I mean, on the grid, you typically do center to center. So it's like if you move your character 20 feet, you grab the center and you move 20 feet, and then that's the actual amount you move.
You mean you would want it to be at like this, to the
I
center?
would rule it that from the center of your character to the center of the spell is a distance. It's not from the edge of your character to the edge of the spell.
I agree.
That's what I would rule it.
Because you cast a spell on the center and then it has an AoE that comes
Yeah, and then the
around
AoE
it.
spreads from the
Okay.
center so that you can
yeah,
set the
that makes
edge.
sense. Yep, that makes sense.
I still think you can hit them both, though. You should be in range.
No, I can't, because that would mean that my cube ends right in front of them.
Combat music time.
Yep.
I mean, aren't you on the same lizard as Ericsson?
Yep.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
but
you be like right here?
Okay, so the question is, are we 100 feet away or are we 90 feet away?
They're 100,
exactly.
they're 100 feet
So
away
that's-
from them.
Yeah, then it won't work.
Wait,
It's,
so
it's 100
wait, why
feet
don't we?
from CJ, or 100 feet from who of us? Because we're not all like we're moving in a line, basically like this, right?
Wait,
So is it 100 feet
Why
from
don't we-
CJ?
I'm usually ahead like this, front to the right.
wait, I don't understand.
So,
I think I just can't do it, and that's fine.
Sorry, wait. Okay, what I was gonna say. Why don't we make the map actually to scale? Why are they 55 feet on the map?
because the map is big enough. Here, I can change it.
But if we just move into the corners, it can be, right? Pretty sure
50,
the max
So
You
distance
could just
on the
make
map
make
is
it
like
taller, like
more
20
than
squares,
100
and that's enough.
Yeah.
There we go, I
Now
made
let's
it
move
bigger.
down.
Cool.
So
Oh, it's too
CJ,
far.
you put yourself at 100 feet from them, and we'll put we're
Okay.
So
regarding
over
where
here.
you are.
Like here.
I guess our usual order would probably be CJ, then Ericsson plus Teagbart, and then Con.
That's- Sure. Should be down here. So
Okay,
somewhere
so
there.
Ericsson and me are like here, and Con is like here. Yeah.
You really want me at the back with?
No,
30
I'm always in
seconds,
front to the right, so you guys would be like a little bit, probably aligned with them more. Like,
Yeah, whatever, that works for me. Okay. Yeah, in that case, I can do
though?
that.
So one guys, I got the back with 3 perception. Don't worry about it.
Right, but it's not like you're makes much difference. You're like 10 feet behind us.
It's fine.
You're kind of just following at that point, rather than like. holding
No,
the back, I
I'm
guess.
guarding here. Don't worry. Nothing will approach us from behind. I'll make sure of it. Oh, I'm not in the... Roll 13.
And then you sort by ascending order on the tracker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to roll it again. I rolled before you put the tracker open.
Ooh,
Alright.
would have been sick.
So we have Erickson.
I was first either way, but whatever.
Yeah. So we have that. Then we have Teak Bart. Well, we have that guy before him.
You can just
like
sort
ascend
it by ascending.
Wait, how do I do
Don't
that?
There's a button.
manually sort it.
You press
sort by
like
ascending.
the...
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it.
I don't
Thanks.
see.
Oh, I've gone. Yeah, I got removed, but whatever.
I see
Yeah, you're first. We know that.
Yep.
What the hell?
I cast Scare.
You're not removed on
Uh,
mine. Whatever.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Hmm.
I cast Scare here, 15-foot radius, it hits all of them.
What's the
If they're
range
less
of
than
scare?
6 hit, 100 and something yards, way longer than 100 feet.
Okay.
It's not 100 yards, but it's long enough. It's 80 yards. Which is like 200
Alright.
feet, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Scares
so
So they-
overpowered.
Anyone with less than 6 hit die amongst this group are now unable to do anything for the D4 plus 5 rounds.
Alright, well, that's...
6 rounds.
Jesus. Alright.
Pretty much concludes combat.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're using the spell correctly. I'm pretty sure as soon as
There's a
we fight, as we're
save.
fighting, they will fight back.
well,
Yeah,
if
if
cornered,
cornered-
they fight.
They fight, but with -1 to attack, damage, and saving throws.
Okay, that makes more sense.
And that's if cornered, they'll probably just run.
They are not cornered.
Yeah,
they
if we try and attack them.
rather retreat, I think. Yeah.
So, what's the
But if we
save
don't
do?
make any moves, there's no save.
Well,
There is no save. It says save special, though. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
only
the
elves,
elves,
and
how-
beasts
okay.
are allowed.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
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 okay.
exactly.
Alright, so you
Oh, yeah,
scare...
I guess I should have said if any of them are elves or priests, but
Yeah, but they are not. So, you cast Scare in this area, and now it is Teakbart's turn.
Peakbart will, from a belt pouch, procure a pinch of powdered iron, like throw it into the air and blow it towards the direction of CJ, where it settles on CJ as CJ begins to grow by 40%.
Holy shit.
Nice. CJ, your body grows alongside your armor and weapons. You are
doesn't
now...
that all increase melee damage though?
Yeah.
Nope.
No, it does.
Wait,
Well, it,
I'm
does,
pretty
it
sure
also
it's-
increases range damage. It
Yeah.
doesn't say melee.
Oh, not range damage, but yeah.
It's because the weapon size is bigger is what does the more damage.
I think you do like 140% of what your normal damage is.
Only the die.
yeah.
Yeah.
Only the die,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Works with range. Alright.
Okay. So that's Teakbart's turn. Khan, what do you do?
Well, I cast Bark Scan on myself, so my armor goes to 15.
Okay. Excellent. There's 2 CJs.
Not on my screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. So, CJ, it's now
Yeah.
your turn.
Can you tell me what the difference in gear between these two are?
So, this one on the left is wearing leather armor with a buckler and a short sword. The one on the right has a arming sword, a shield, and chainmail.
I will take a shot at the chainmail guy. Any bonus for scare?
Is there a bonus for scare?
I have
Not
no idea.
twice.
Minus, no. Yeah, there should not be.
Okay.
And
it's-
he is within 30 yards, correct?
Within 30 yards. He's 100 yards away. Or 100 feet away.
So I can
It's not
take 2
quite
feet of or 2 squares of action, right? Like that's
Do you have missile weapon fighting style?
yeah, I do. So I
Then you
take
can
my
move 60 and take full rate.
Yeah. So I'll just move up here.
Yep.
Now
You
I'm
got
in
it.
point blank range, and I will take
point blank range is 30 feet, not
Ooh.
yards, though, right?
Are you sure?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it's 30 yards.
I think it's... Yeah.
I'll look it up.
30 feet sounds more like point blank to me.
Yeah.
It does to me too, but I
30
I-
yards is not point blank.
Is
That's
it
a
not?
football field.
No, football field's 100 yards.
Not American football, like soccer for you American.
I'll look at point blank
It's in specialization, right?
in combat and tactics.
Yeah, but under specialization with bows. Point blank is any shot of 30 feet or less. At
Okay.
point blank range, the character gains a +2, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
They're
think it's
scared
a
for a
make
while
it, 'cause you
anyway,
can,
right?
no, you're just out of it. You can move 60 now, 70.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. Like, if they were 10 feet closer, I could have cast something different and he could have done that. But
well, still it's an
That's
8 to
the way it
hit, and then 1d8 plus, or even higher. Does
That's
that
magic,
crit
right?
magic? 25
no.
maybe.
oh yeah,
Well, if he has chamber on a shield, I don't think they're plus. It's a +4 bow.
he has.
Wasn't it the
Is
leather
it-
and the buckler guy? Or are
Is
you
it
doing
crit
the
with
other one?
magic bonus, Aaron?
Sorry?
Is this 24 crit with magic bonus?
No.
Okay. And 1d8,
Probably not a +3.
5 plus magic damage.
Times
Alright.
1.4.
Oh,
You-
times 1.4. So that is, what is that?
That's 7 plus
Elementary
magic.
damage, right?
Yeah,
7
7
plus magic.
damage. All right,
Okay.
and I'll take my second shot, unless there's anything else.
This guy
Billingson?
with the magic bow goes down. Your arrow
The arrow's
flies
enchanted
straight,
with power word kill.
flies straight into his neck.
I'll take my second shot at this guy.
All right.
23. Does that crit with magic?
That's a crit. Yep.
15 damage.
Damn. And this
And-
caster is also defeated.
Do they have any animals with them, like any lizards?
No, they're traveling on foot.
Maybe we should stop killing them now.
I mean,
I
they
have a
sheathed
charm
their weapons.
spell.
I told them to sheath them. They didn't.
Just leave
so-
one alive. I have a charm
Well,
spell.
Okay.
right now they're probably not doing anything because they're too scared to fight. So
Yeah, they're frozen
wanna-
in fear. And that's the entire round. Anybody have end? No, nobody has end round.
You already did it.
Already did mine.
Yeah, just leave the boat guy alive, I guess. You guys spell on him.
Holy shit, dude.
What is... It's fine.
Keeping people alive in the middle of combat is not Teakbird's forte.
I don't mind it.
Might as well get some info.
Yeah.
So wait, can I... How does the... How's your movement with spell ironic? I always forget. Can I move
You
Have
have
you
just at the end of the round?
you move at +3 of your initiative, I think, is what you said. Yeah,
no, I'm
half
casting a
move at
spell,
+3.
and then I want to know when can I move.
Yeah, at +3. So if you're
Yeah.
casting at 5, then you move at 8, or whatever the numbers are.
combat caster.
Okay.
If you're casting at 6, you move at 9. Yeah.
Sure, that's fine.
You have to move to where you want to cast a spell, then cast the spell.
I can cast it from here. It's like 80 yards, so I can cast it from here. It's just that I want to move forward after.
Okay. After,
Yeah, after.
I think casting takes a full round.
No, you told me I cannot move before I cast, but I could move after I cast.
You've been letting people
In-
move at the
Oh,
end of
okay.
like at literally initiative 100, like after everyone.
Okay, yeah,
And
that
not-
makes sense.
I don't, but different DMs have different rules.
Well, that's how it is in the combat and tactics. At least you can move at
Yeah.
the end of the round after casting a spell.
Yeah, I'll give you a half move. Yeah.
Well, you have it in your document that you can do that.
Yep. Yeah, I just read that now.
Wait,
Is it at +3 or is it at the end?
It's a +3 of your initial roll.
Wait, you just wrote that now? I thought I'd read that like weeks ago.
Well, I
Doesn't
made
matter.
it,
Move
so
on. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
yeah.
Whatever, yeah, it's fine. I just remember reading it before. I thought
Yeah, it
maybe
definitely
I'm
was.
going mad.
I just didn't remember the specifics.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's fair game. She can move after you cast. So first is Teagbart.
Peakbard points at the sword and shield guy as 2 darts of magical force spring forth from his outstretched finger, hitting that guy for 8 points of damage.
Ooh, your magic missiles slam into this guy's chest and he falls to the ground. Lifeless.
Okay. And I cast Charm Person or Mammal on the last guy. So I need a save versus spell.
Alright.
At -1.
Right, yeah, -1.
That's certainly a fail.
And at initiative 9, I move forward. I don't know if he does anything. He goes at the same time as me.
Well, he's still scared.
Okay, see, I move forward, then I hold a hand at the party, say, "Wait, stop."
Alright.
How long is the scare for?
6 rounds, and it's been 2. Well,
Yeah.
this is the second.
So...
Does CJ just shoot him in the head?
He is frozen in fear. As you stand in front of him, Khan, he is extremely afraid of everything. He is shivering and
Arrows,
shaking.
motherfucker. Give me your arrows.
I'll try and calm him down a little bit. I don't think I can mechanically do anything, but I'm trying to play
You
the
get his
part
arrows
of
for him?
the good friend. Yeah. But it's like I try and like help him like sit down, maybe like take the bow off, take the arrows out, and throw them this way because I know that we have a Luke Goblin in our party.
You start taking shit off his body as he's standing still.
I just take off his weapons and like help him sit down, and then he's just there chilling. And I'm trying to comfort him with 16 plus 5 reaction adjust. I want to say.
Sounds like you have to wait until the next round to do that.
Goddamn right.
And other people have actions.
Yeah, we got turns.
He might have an arrow in his head before you reach him. You never know.
Sure, whatever. Just do what you want.
I will run up to him and take his arrows before the priest can take him off his back. And I'll like push him aside and walk away.
Oh my god. So rude, but he can't do anything to stop you. I guess it's...
Really don't think the spell works that way.
I think at that point he runs away.
He might run away.
Probably, yeah. I think he just...
Well, he can't because it's not his initiative.
Yeah.
No,
Not
but
passed.
on his
He
initiative.
did nothing during his initiative.
If he runs away,
I don't think scare works like this. This is the most broken thing I've ever seen in my life.
Ow.
Well, okay, what
It's just
part
a
do you
full
think isn't supposed
like
to
there's
work
no
like that?
save. It automatically CCs anyone in a 15-foot radius for like 11 rounds.
If you're under level
I agree,
6,
but read the spell and say how you would interpret it differently.
They just run instantly on their initial. Like as you cast a spell, they just
Yeah,
run.
that's
They don't
here.
stay there.
Right, but based on the way the spell's wording, it does contradict that. It says they fall into fits of trembling and shaking. I think that's the opposite of running, right? That's just like
Yeah.
stuck in place.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't understand why this is a level 2 spell.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Well, the reason I guess is just because it doesn't affect things with more than 6 hit die or more.
It's basically color spray.
On
Just-
crack.
if hold
I-
person's a level 2
It's
It's
I-
on crack. Like it's you snorted like black tar Mexican cocaine, and then
Wait.
this is.
It is a lot better than
Like
color
scraping.
spray. It's true.
There is
If
no
hold
save.
person's a
It
level
infects
2
an
spell,
infinite
why
amount
would
of
this not
creatures
be?
within a foot radius, like a 15-foot radius.
Why would this be overpowered? If hold
And it's
person's
a-
also a level 2 spell.
There's no save.
Well, but
Yeah,
hold
but it
person
only
has
works if you're
a
under
lot
level
than
6.
this.
Do you know how many
Hold
things are under
person-
level 6? A lot of
I think
things.
that
that we're
we
gonna
fought
lose
so
to
far.
anyway.
The spell seems ridiculous.
They're
That's
first
good.
type creatures. I don't think that this is really that strong against them.
I think it's pretty good, but I think it's
I
with it.
killed him in one shot. I killed 2 of them in 2 shots.
I just wouldn't like, something to use this on us, and then it's just a total party kill. Because we can't do anything.
I just need to level up once.
Well, I think if they go to attack us, we can run, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, if they
Alright, but
attack you can run.
Whatever, just move on.
But if you corner them and then they fight back, right? So it's not so
2E
great.
is very weird with some spells.
Agreed.
Yep.
That's goddamn addition.
So yeah, I'm looking at Spectral Hand. Oh wow, it's very good compared to this, guys. Good job.
Okay,
Same
but
spell level.
that's what I told you before. Not all spells are meant to be equally good.
Just learn this spell instead.
Alright, well. Eventually, the spell effect dies down. And the bowman comes back to his senses. And you've charmed him, right, Khan?
Yep, he has.
Alright.
He half.
Unless he. Oh, no, he
You didn't kill him, did you?
No, he's not dead.
And so he grovels at your feet, and he says, We have to get out of here. These guys are too powerful for us to take alone. We gotta...
Come down. I've stopped them.
But these are all my friends. They killed them all. Oh my god.
What?
I'm all alone now. But yeah, but I still have you.
Yeah, come down. I've stopped them. They're under my spell. They can't move. I just look at them. The 3 of the party. Like,
Oh,
what
man,
did
I have to roll willpower check here.
what did you attack these people?
This is what we do. My Devin over there, he points to the guy in chainmail. He said we can take these guys, but we couldn't.
He
couldn't.
tries very hard not to
Are these
around.
all your friends? Is there others?
No others. This is everyone. They killed everyone. Oh my god. Oh my non-existent god.
You have a stash?
What?
We need to run back to the stash and then run away.
I'm back to the stash. We don't have a stash. Everything's on us.
Wait, look at that! And I point to.
Maybe I'll get back on my
something.
lizard.
As soon as
at this
he
point.
turns around, I'll just stab him.
Well, he doesn't turn around. He doesn't turn around, but he turns his head slightly and just stick him in the neck.
Shit. Alright. I don't even know how you stab him with your scimitar, but
Slash at him.
It's more
Either way.
more of a slashing weapon.
I just wanted to know if they had any loot, but they don't. So.
you're so chaotic or so true neutral, dude. Fuck. It's I might save him or I might not.
That's fine,
No, I mean that is
What-
neutral.
what's
I would
him?
say.
What's-
I mean,
what's
he's
Really? I
half
feel
the
that's
time
evil,
he's
right? He'd only save him if he has staff. That seems like evil to me.
that is.
They
kinda
attacked
evil, you're
us.
right.
We self-defend.
Well, but
Yeah,
the
and then
danger
you kill
was
him when he's already
completely
down.
over.
He killed
Yeah, but
someone
he's
he
a
thought
bad
he was his
person.
friend.
You know,
and
if this is what they do, if
That's
this,
fine.
but
You
the
play your character how you want to play a character, but roll to fucking
Yeah,
hit.
do I need to? If what would I? I would have mad bonuses, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
sure.
not a-
Roll a hit. Actually, that makes more
You're like
sense.
+4, right?
Because he's
+4?
not held. He's not held.
Well,
Okay, then can I
he's
get
on the ground now.
surprise and back attack? That's +3.
You can get surprise and flank because he's not showing his back to you. He turns his head.
Okay, so surprise
Is he
is
standing
+1
up?
per hit, and he has -2 AC though, right? For surprise,
Yeah.
-1,
Okay.
isn't it?
+1. So I'll just take that as a +1. Just keep his AC normally. 23.
Oh my god. That is
13.
all right. You mercilessly and cold-bloodedly just kill this guy outright.
Good.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, why wouldn't he be?
Because he's a druid? I don't know.
Druids don't have
Don't
rules.
say that you can't
They
kill
feel they
people.
want.
They have to be true neutral, don't they?
Have to be kind of neutral.
Hey,
but-
this
They
guy
are true
attacked me.
neutral.
I tried to figure out if he attacked me for a reason or if he's just a bandit. He said I'm just a bandit, and then I was like, all right, well you're dead then.
I think the
That's
distinction that I would make is that druids probably don't care about bandits. Like, they don't think they're bad. They don't care.
Oh no,
Like, good
my
evil
thing
is
is
all
I
the
was gonna
same.
kill him unless I had a reason not to kill him, and I had no reason not to kill him, so I killed him.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
I guess. If that's how you treat every interaction, seems fine.
Holy shit.
I mean, that's basically
Humans
what we've been
deserve to be
doing.
dead unless they have a reason to.
I don't think the killing him part is the non-druid thing. I think the tell us where your stuff is the non-druidic thing, because druids, I think,
Sure,
are
I
not
guess.
I think the
supposed to
way
care
you
about
killed him
mouths.
is the non-druid thing to me.
Who
It's
cares?
like, hey,
Let's
look
keep
over
going.
there, bitch, and just slap the shit out of him.
That's fine.
No,
it's
I was
up-
kind of like, Have you read that book? What's it called? Like, I think it's To Kill a Mockingbird. I was trying to, like, do that. It's like having him die without knowing that he's actually about to die. Like,
Oh, that's
Oh, it's
merciful death.
Mice and Men.
Or Muscle
yeah,
Man,
Muscle
yeah,
Man,
sorry.
yeah.
Muscle Man, but
Mhm.
he didn't fall for it, so.
I guess we go
Alright,
to scour
yeah.
the corpses, especially the corpse of the caster is of particular interest to Cheekpart, even
Yeah.
though we never found out
Oh, you
what
get
kind
a
of
spell
caster he
book.
is.
Holy shit.
Oh, he might be a cleric, right? We don't know.
He would have
never
got saved
level
if he was
one,
a
we don't
cleric.
know.
He's gonna get
If
magic
he's a cleric, he
missile.
wouldn't be hit by scare, right?
No, he would be hit. You just would have
No.
had a save.
He would have had a save, and he didn't have a save, so he probably is a wizard.
Yeah, but he's probably level 1 or 2.
Yeah, he might have a
So
useful level.
you go
Oh, no.
over to this body, and on his body you spot some a pendant. It looks to be. Here, let me look this up real quick.
Also, I'll cast my detect magic to see if they had anything magical on them.
It is. He has a symbol on him. Voluptuo, the cult from the cult of pleasure.
Nice.
So he was a cleric.
While you're have your detect magic active, I want to shoot an arrow out of my bow and see if it emits magic after that.
First, I'm gonna look at the people, but then we can do that.
Alright, so you look over these people. They seem pretty well armed and armored, but have no magical things on them whatsoever.
I
But
guess
you-
I'll
but you
watch
do
CJ.
find-
Oh, sorry.
You do find 19 gold pieces on the body of the armed and armored guy.
Magical gold pieces.
Toss them over to Ericsson.
Wait, sorry, say that again. I just don't know.
19 gold pieces.
Got it.
And CJ shoots an arrow out of his bow. Your detect magic detects no magic coming from the arrow, Teakbard.
Misreading.
Might have been misreading.
Yep. And that's why
Unlucky.
you found nothing else on the bow.
Yeah, Cheekbard.
Yeah.
Cheekbard, like, I don't know, steps in, like, stomps his foot in place a little bit, and then, like, looks up to Erics and says, "Ah, I guess the enchantment thing. I was probably wrong."
You mean CJ?
Yeah, CJ, sorry.
Looks like it.
Alright. So, what you guys do now?
Just keep
No
going.
reason not to continue. I mean, I guess we pile up the corpses, like, a couple yards off the road, and I burning hands them.
Alright, yeah, you set them ablaze. Alright, and as you walk, continue your venture over the road, you eventually come across a fair ways away, but you can still see it clearly, a large humanoid figure walking over the dunes of sand.
A syringe.
What do you mean by large? Like, actually
Yeah.
massive, or just a, like, big person?
Actually massive.
Is it
Was this the
like?
same J?
Is it a giant
This
or
is like,
tall,
so you guys have spent around 3 days. You're
Another 3 days.
Another
Okay.
3 days.
So wait, so this is not the same day. We have new spells.
Yeah, new spells.
So
One
does
per-
this look like a giant to us, or
You've heard reports of desert giants being around the area in Tigador. In the
size of
Tigador
that
area.
thing could reasonably be perceived as a giant?
Yes, it's too far away it's not too far away. It's too big for you to be able to tell that it's too far away, that it's close or far. I don't know how to describe it.
The depth perception
tell
is hard to
the
tell
depth,
because
right?
of the size.
Yeah.
Like if you see a dragon far away, it could be a bird, but it could be a dragon.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I think that's the first association that pops into Tibor's head. A giant. Points frantically over to the
How
shape.
far is it?
It's probably on the order of like 300 yards away. It's pretty far away.
Well,
I did a
Looks
local
more
history
long.
check. I kind of want to know what I know about these desert giants.
Yeah, so you know that desert giants usually travel in packs or something along those lines. They have wrinkly faces, and they are very in tune with the desert. They can hide in the desert, and they usually throw spears at people they are trying to defeat in combat.
Are there any like stories of people being able to defeat them, or is it mostly like people run and hide because they're way too dangerous to fight?
Some adventurers do take it upon themselves to defeat giants, but usually it's not a pack of giants, it's a soul giant.
Right. So it's
Sort of.
relatively tough, but it's doable in some cases, I guess.
Yeah. A few stories of great heroes have make themselves known to you. Giant slayers and the like. Usually they live out a pretty peaceful coexistence with the people, but some of them turn bad.
Okay. So there's a good chance that we'll just pass by and it'll be fine.
Most
yeah, I guess if we can avoid it, we can. If not, we'll fight it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
300 yards away, so it's pretty far away. You guys can
We'll
avoid
fucking
it.
fight a giant, dude. But we don't have the fucking fighter to do it. Like, it would just be a very hard fight.
Alright.
Not worth the risk.
And as you guys get closer and closer to Huathala, the river gets closer and closer to you, and people have agriculture growing over the course of your last 3 days of journey, and you guys make it to Huathala.
With 2 rations to spare.
Nice.
Plenty.
Alright. I'm gonna go to the washroom really
Calculated
quick,
it perfectly.
so I'm gonna be right back.
Oh no, you were two rations too many. Yeah.
I know.
Would have saved us a gold.
True.
Yes. Do any of you guys follow Counter-Strike esports?
Loosely.
Not really anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
Stralis just got 15-0'd on Dust 2 by Team Spirit.
Holy
What?
Holy
shit.
shit.
Holy
F
fuck.
the chat.
How?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Who's playing on Team Spirit?
It's SDI, Chopper, Magix, Dexter, and MIR. So
I've not heard any of their names.
people you
Yeah, I
know.
don't know any of these people.
Holy shit. On which map?
Dust 2.
Just 2.
Is Astralis still Glaive, Zipex? Like, is it still those people?
Well, they did have
Device.
some swaps in between. Glaive,
Device, Dupree, Zipnix, Glaive, Magisk.
Yeah.
Bosky.
Glaive and Zipex did both go on a hiatus for a little bit, but they're both back now.
Holy shit, dude. That's actually insane. What the fuck?
I am back.
Welcome back.
I guess they just did prep against Astralis' like strats.
It can also just be a really off day.
Yeah, but that's still
Yeah.
like pretty unheard of.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Astralis is like a very precise team, so they're usually kind of consistent.
Aren't they the winningest team?
Yeah, I mean, they used to be undebated best team in the world. Now they're still up there along the best teams, but there's
They're
teams
not
that...
undisputed, but like they still have like probably the most titles, right?
They've come first in like 10 tournaments in the last few years. Like all the various things, whatever. I said that badly, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You're good. Yeah.
Majors.
Yes, not just majors, but like
And,
things like ESL, Pro League, and
right now in the HLTV rankings, they're the second best team to Navi, so they're still pretty good.
Right. How far
Who's
are we from
Navi?
Wathala at this point?
same team basically.
You guys, in
Oh, we were right,
close to the dead of night, you, with the stars at your back and with the moon at your back and stars dotting the sky, you guys find these sandstone walls that surround the city of Huathala.
So, we're giving Greg the elven plate, right?
Yeah.
Who's Greg?
Who's Greg?
He's this guy who I think we
Well,
told
you told us about him, but we've never actually been here and never actually met Greg, so...
Well,
Yeah.
welcome to Huathala.
Probably been to
in the
Huathala,
city.
but
You'll
not to
probably
the guild halls and stuff.
maybe you've heard
Do
of
we
him.
wanna go
Well, I think he
straight
rolled
to-
and you actually didn't hear it, Greg.
Yep.
When we told
Yeah,
you about
he
him the
did.
first time.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Um,
Greg, I guess Tiyukan. He's the one who we embarked on this mission for to begin with, and that's why we did that whole orcish thing for simple platinum plates.
Ah, I see.
He promises riches and a spot within the guild hall for what we've done today, or this last month.
been like
Well,
3 or 4
I guess in
months,
the last
by now.
3 months, yeah, we've had a lot of downtime.
Well, I mean, last month since we met Con. Oh, maybe it has been. Yeah, you're right. It probably
still
has.
No,
been
it's
like
been
2
at least
months, yeah.
2 months.
Holy shit. We're old now.
Close to 3 months. Yeah.
Anybody's
Well, not
birthday?
me. I'm an elf, but
Uh,
yeah, probably past CJ's birthday.
My birthday was
What
last
month?
week.
what month are we in?
We're in November.
What day?
Let me do the calculation. Since
I think
wait.
Chikard doesn't know his birthday.
Hang on. I'm gonna roll D12. 7. What's the 7th month? August.
Con also probably doesn't really know
July,
or care his
July
birthday.
it is the
So yeah, Ericsson had his birthday at some point.
it is the 6th of December.
Okay.
Did we sing happy birthday, Erickson?
Wait. September's the 7th month, right? And there's 30 days in September, so D30. 8th of September is Ericsson's
What?
birthday.
Last I checked, July was the 7th month.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, July.
Okay. Yep, you're right. That's September's 9th. I can't count. And July has 31 days, so I should re-roll.
June 27th for me.
27. And
July,
July,
27th. Yeah.
I mean, I'll roll, but I'm not gonna keep track of it because also half elf, so it doesn't really matter for. D30
All you guys' birthdays are like in the same little area.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same month as me. Just at the beginning.
Alright.
So, yeah, I think... Well, you said we got here at the dead of night, but
Yes.
do we think there's... What are the chances that Greg's still awake?
He's
mean,
probably gonna want to
probably-
wake up for this. I mean, I
Maybe,
don't know
but-
in character, but out of character, he's probably gonna want to know.
Oh yeah.
Probably, but the other hand is that he is a wizard and they require like sleep, right?
Yeah, I don't think he
Spells.
gives a fuck.
Well,
for this.
that's assuming that he actually uses his spells during the day, which he
Exactly.
might
He
not.
just sits at home. Also, he can wake up and then go back to sleep, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine
yeah.
as long as he doesn't like
He'll just lie
fight
in the
or
next
stay
day.
awake for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's just go straight to his tower, which is where we met him last.
Alright, you all make your way to the black stone tower that is Greg's wizard tower. And
Teakbart is very impressed. He wants something like that as well.
yes, it's a very nice tower. And you guys knock the door, and a butler comes down, opens the door for you. This one's a halfling butler, and he says, "What do you have to disturb the master with now?"
I don't
It's
know
above
if
your
you
pay
remember
grade,
us,
Butler. Go fetch him.
but we have completed a quest I think that Greg would be particularly interested in. Definitely worth disturbing his rest.
Very well.
Hurry up.
Be patient. And he will close the door in your face. Actually, no, he won't. He will usher you guys inside. And you guys... And he will say, just follow the stairs up to the top floor. And he will just start running as fast as his little halfling legs can carry him up the stairs.
Fetch us some wine.
Not very fast.
No, not very fast. He probably goes at, like, just a little bit faster than your walking speed.
Yep. Well, I guess our walking speed is that of Teakbart, so he goes about double as fast as us.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
I probably walk as per normal.
You just leave poor Teakbart behind.
You have to run.
You're fine.
There's no more Doug to carry me on his shoulders. Teakbart is
Nope.
sad right now that Doug died.
Now you realize I have to do the stairs. These like 80 panels of stairs.
Yeah. The first time that he actually mourns Doug's death.
Alright. Eventually, you guys get up to the top floor, and the door is opened for you, and you are allowed inside of the foyer. I think that's what it is. And it's a nice living room. There are bottles of wine left on the table, as well as some glasses. And the butler says, "Help yourselves to it. The master will be just a moment."
I
And
taste the
to
wine.
be clear, I would have taken the platinum plate off of the lizard and brought it up with us.
Yes, I assumed that. And eventually, as you guys get settled into this living room type area, Greg comes out of his bedroom with robes on. Not wizardly robes, but a bathrobe. And he says, "Yes, what is it? Huh, see some new faces here."
Yeah. I'll just hand him the plate.
He loses his shit. He's like, "Oh my god, you guys actually got it! Oh.
Did you expect us to not get it?
Well, I've had my fair share of run-ins with some people who... Look, never mind. Long story short, you guys are the good ones who actually
Better not
returned.
We're
finish
trying
that
the best. Okay.
You better not finish that sentence.
Alright, and...
It's like, you know, in Rick and Morty, when he first came to us, like, yo, just, you know, down here, in and out, 20-minute adventures, 19 sessions later, and, like, about 300 fighters that we still haven't cleared half the
We've
dungeon.
killed like half the population of dwarves just
Yeah.
going down to that.
So, he thanks you for your dedication in getting this plate back. He's like, what? Who? Well, so tell me about it. What? Where was it?
You know Grubbish, right?
Yes, yes.
Well, it was he was using it as a dinner plate.
What? Are you serious? No. Oh, come on.
It's fine. It's structurally intact. All right.
Yeah, I guess
But
he
in-character
sniffs
breaks
it a little
into
bit. Smells, still smells a little bit like chicken.
Yeah. Well,
Well, you know them Urks. We do love your chicken.
Anyways, I doubt that'll have too much of an effect on its magic. Oh well.
Might make it more powerful.
yeah. I think it's better now.
Yeah, well, that's debatable. Anyways, he says so.
Why is there an elf on this? What is this, Greg? I know we took the job and you said don't ask questions, but now I'm genuinely curious. Why is there an elf on it? What is it? What does it do?
Very well. I believe I owe you all a bit of an explanation. These plates were created with by various craftsmen of different lands, and they have traveled around a bit. The elves have one, the dwarves have one. Other than that, my research cannot say. But they're all made by a master smith of one of these one of these areas. This one he shows you is a depiction of the elven king that has long passed from this world. A long time ago, he had this plate created to hold the immense amount of magical energy his country needed to survive. And now it's in our hands.
Sounds like a lot of power, Greg. Sure you can handle that?
Ooh, I don't know, but I'm sure it will be enlightening either way. But yes, various smiths create these plates, and nobody knows what will happen if all 7 are combined.
Are you trying to
And without
combine
being
all 7?
combined?
Sorry?
Are you trying to combine all 7?
I wish to have them. I don't know if I want to combine them.
What happens if you keep them uncombined? What do they allow you to do?
Well, think of it as like a source for magical energy. You could use this instead of your own
Holy shit.
Spell slots.
magical ability.
That is
Perhaps
very powerful indeed.
my goal is to use these in order to create golems. That is
But you
what I
need
decided.
Use them to create fire. Big fireball. Way better.
That's a temporary use of the type of magical energy these could create. That would just
Not a
destroy.
permanent fireball.
The sun. Nuclear power.
It's hot enough here as it is.
I mean, that would be pretty cool. Like a tiny sun.
Yes, but fire's temporary. Rock is stone is forever.
Mm.
Is he still
Bart's
elementalist?
Well,
Greg?
at least not water.
Yes. Well, I suppose that it's time for your reward, is it? He will.
So
He nods enthusiastically.
He will snap his fingers, and a few butlers come forth with a sack of gold. He says, "Well, this is pretty much all the liquidative currency I've gathered thus far. Please help yourself to it." And the little halflings drop the bag, and inside there is many. Actually, no, it's not in gold. It's in platinum coins.
Oh, now we're talking.
Lee.
I think it'll be.
Alright.
Okay, so Ericsson levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ericsson max out.
You get the
levels
cap.
to the-
Next level.
So I
Yeah.
think that's.
I don't think there's any way I don't, right?
Yeah. you all get 2,000, 200 platinum pieces, as well as 2,000 experience.
Wait, 2,000 like each?
We'll add
Of,
this. We'll add this to
flat
the
pieces.
pool. Not a piece. Not for everyone.
Is the XP for each?
Uh,
It should be, right? This is like a 11.
Well, we finished the entire
Action
quest.
quest,
Shouldn't
yeah,
it be
this
worth like 10,000 and then we split it between the four of us?
Okay,
It's
yeah,
like
that makes
2,500
more
each,
sense.
Or something like that.
yeah, a lot more. So each
So
of you
2,500 each?
gets, yeah, 10,000.
Or
Wait, so we're doing
XP.
XP now, or do we just do the end? Or is this the end?
I think
I
that
guess.
this is the end.
So 2,500 XP
Okay.
each, that just levels me.
Nice. And how much platinum did you say there was in his sacks?
200.
200? Okay, so that's 2,000 gold, which is 4,000 XP. Actually, I won't even get capped. I might level, but I won't get capped.
Can I run my spells by you?
Sure.
So, I had the Bark Skin and the Charm Person. Those were in combat.
Those didn't really do anything.
But, I mean, the Bark Skin is... I mean,
It's a combat spell.
Yeah,
combat
it's,
Do we have to
spell.
argue this every time?
Like, it seems so shit to me. That's whatever. I
Yes,
level
you-
either way. I don't care.
it has to be spells that further like your druidic nature.
What about
Not
the two
being
good
killed.
berries and the locate plant? I'm using those as kind of like part of the role play. Oh.
Plant, I think, is very reasonable, right? The good berries.
Yeah, sure.
Pretty druidic.
Like I'm taking some of them. I'm not overusing it. I'm only using it when I need to.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that argument's good enough to get the locate
Okay.
plant.
And the good berries.
Sure. Yeah. Take what you need. Don't take any more. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So it's 500 XP.
I have another enlarge and another magic missile.
The enlarge did something, so take the enlarge, and the magic missile killed a guy.
Yep.
Uh,
They both did
They
something.
both did stuff.
Was that the only combat we had?
Yep.
So 4 hit die.
6 hit die.
Oh, there are 2. All right.
No, not everyone. There were 2 level 2s and 2 level 1s, I guess.
Did any of them have level 2 or lower spells?
Yes, there was one. There was one spellcaster.
So that's +1 hit die.
Oh yeah,
So it's 7.
so 7. 7 in total.
I want to erase this
35
table out of
XP.
existence.
This table is good.
I hate
Yeah,
the
no,
table.
I really want to. I hear this when I'm here. I hear this with Robert. It's kind of cancer. It's like, do you account for dick size XP? Like, if his cock is more than 11 inches, it's worth another 4 hit dice.
It should be. Maybe add it to the table.
I should ask
Okay,
you.
I think that the table is perfectly reasonable. Because
I
fighting
do too.
something with 5 hit die that can petrify you is
No,
a
no,
lot harder than fighting
Sure,
something with 5 hit die that cannot
understand that,
petrify
but
you.
it's
I
just
think
cancer
that-
that every
I
time
think-
I give you like a hit die number,
that
you're like,
difficulty
to
is
check
already-
this their toenail size. Like,
Okay, so I think that difficulty is already factored into the XP that the initial monster gives you. And I think that when you compare the individual XP awards, the fighters already have the best scaling and most consistent source of XP out of all the classes. So I don't think that there's any
I
need
get
to
your-
up it more by
Yeah, I
doing that.
agree from a balance perspective, that makes sense. But from a logic perspective, it doesn't, right? Because
Well,
Like-
what I'm saying is it does because the extra XP you get for those things is already factored into the XP you get for killing the monster anyways.
but so is the XP you get for the hit die. Because monsters with more hit die typically have more XP.
Yep. It's if it was already factored in, I don't think the table would exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it shouldn't.
But it does. That means it's
Right,
not.
but it does. Yeah.
Evidently, I mean, it does. So evidently, the makers of the game agree with Ericsson, but or with Steels. But what
5
I'm saying,
HP.
I do not.
Anyway, for the bard, that literally gave me 5 extra XP.
No,
so, yeah.
For the bard, I don't care, but I just
Yeah.
don't like the table in general.
Alright.
Still
How much? I
7,000
forgot.
from
We're
leveling.
doing 2,500 from the quest, right?
Yep.
And then
Oh, wait,
that's a
140
total of
for
7,500.
Another 250.
Oh, I did level, but only just. Did I use any abilities? I don't think so.
What level are you guys?
Barely
I think
level 5.
6.
5.
At least I got 1/3 level spell now.
Holy shit. No, you don't have high wisdom?
Nope. I only have 16.
Oh, I get an empty level 3
Oh.
slot, I think.
Or Hawk had 16.
My
too.
stats were pretty garbage.
No, 16 wisdom's good. It's just that. Yeah.
Wait, Bard spell progression.
Well, I didn't have. I
No,
added a 15, and then I had to put my bonus there.
Oh.
I get an extra level 2 slot.
But it's
What level 3 spell is going to be your normal?
probably the summon insect one. That looks like pretty good. I mean, at least for combat. I don't know for other things. I have so many spheres, so like I need to just look through.
I honestly don't know what campaign I want to play now. We could go back to the guild shit, but I think we should get Tim for that at least.
Yeah.
I'll message Tim.
I mean, the only problem with the guild one is like I'll feel really bad if like Joris has to start at level 1 because I'm almost level 7 on a fighter. Like that's just
I'm
I'm
level
level
2.
that
3.
gap is so.
Yeah, I'm level
fucking
3,
massive.
he's 2, he's 1. It's not too bad.
Yeah, but I'm like 10k from level 7.
Yeah, but you're the only one, right?
Yeah. Just
You'll
feels pretty
die.
shity.
So
Probably.
just carry
It is
Kind
I
of
have
weird
to
to
do
have a
everything.
campaign with one
Probably.
level 7 PC and then everyone else is like level 2. Because at that point, in combat at least, why are you even playing the game?
Well,
Yeah,
he also has like
it
a
doesn't-
plus 5 sword or some shit.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm saying.
Full
Like,
sword.
High mastery.
It's like it made sense for like Sam to come back because like when he come back, I think I was level 4, and then he started level 1. But he had like
I died
legend.
again.
Do you have 18-90 strength?
I think so.
You have like super high strength fighter.
I'm sure
I
to find
thought it was
Feather
gonna go
Fang.
Ugh.
Seems shitty.
I know it's still only a +1 to hit.
I'm also down to just play these again.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I kind of want to, but maybe like if fast forward in time or something.
I mean, I'm down to just have this character join the guild and just have it that you can play any of these characters
Yeah, that'd be cool.
between these and those ones.
Yeah, I think that's probably what we're gonna do.
Because then at least
For
the
sure.
2 of them can also continue with a decently high level.
You might also be able to buy a character now.
No,
mean,
it's
well-
like it's so expensive.
Ericsson can probably afford it.
The thing is, you need to buy a super character first, and then you buy levels after. So you need to buy the stats, and that's a requirement
Oh.
to buy the other one.
No, I'm wrong. We can't afford it.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't afford a super duper character. We could afford a super. We could afford the
No,
most
just get a
basic
normal
super character.
character. I'll
Yeah,
do it.
that's just better stats at level 1, though.
Our super characters aren't even good.
It's
Yeah,
4061.
they're not even, literally not even good.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's
Isn't it
so
4061?
expensive.
The only thing they get is they get to pay. They get to have a 16 or higher in a stat of their choice.
Oh, okay.
But the
They also got some other options.
wait, hang on. Players can buy a 16 or higher in a stat of their choice for 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
But why would you choose 16? Why wouldn't you choose 18?
No,
I
no,
think
no.
each
You
one-
add for another 500 gold pieces. You can just raise it higher to 17.
Okay,
So
you
it's
worded that
1,000 for
weirdly, but I do
16,
understand.
And then 500 for 1,500 for 17, and 2,000 for 18.
Yeah, so what you could
I
say
think
is
the jump
players
should
can buy
18
a
should be
16
more than
in a stat
500.
of their choice for 1,000, and then raise it by 1 point for every 500, right? And this
By
is worded
balance,
weirdly,
I
but that's
think
fine.
the jump from 16 to 17 is fine to be 500, but from 17 to 18 should be more, or the other one should be less, just because it's a much
Well, it'd be
bigger
another
jump.
500 gold pieces.
Yeah, but that's a
I
bigger
don't think
jump.
500 is
with
cheap.
strength.
That's an insane amount of money.
No,
right?
that's what I'm saying. But like maybe lower the 16 original
Correct.
price, but
Okay,
raise
wait,
the
but-
17 to 18 price. Because the 17 to
Oh,
18, if you
maybe.
put it in strength, that's legendary strength.
Yeah, you
No,
are
it's just
right.
part of
However,
the character
it's
cost.
not worth 500 gold. I'd rather just try and roll and then suicide a character and then re-roll, right? Like, it's not worth the 500 gold to pay to get.
Greg's wizard tower.
Like, you would need to spend every single bit of gold that Greg has earned in his entire life in order to buy one character with 118 using this system. Like, that's pretty
Yeah, we
expensive.
found more gold in the. We found a lot of gold in that too.
Well, what he's saying is
all the gold
just
we
got
found in
2,000
total is not
gold out
enough.
of that template.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
super duper
Like-
characters are way better.
Yeah, and they cost
How
a
much
flat
are those?
3,000, but then you get to use everything in purple one, so way better.
Holy shit!
What?
That's insane.
That means we can do the like Minotaur, double
Yeah.
Nodachi,
That's not on
dual
purple
wield.
one, right?
That is on purple one. That's
complete-
skills and powers.
Wait, the complete book of human. Oh, the skills of. Wait, does that mean you can do psionics?
Maybe.
Psionics is cancer.
Oh, yeah, but skills and powers has the thing where you can divide your stats into substats, so you can like use all your points of strength basically to put it into power rather than endurance, so you can get the bonus to hit as if you were like 22 strength damage. Skills and powers is a stupid book.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah, there was this one shot that Neil and Ryan did at some point, like 6 years ago or something, where they just used skills and powers and like everything from the books to create the most OP characters possible, and then just fight in an arena against random monsters.
Yep. I remember that one. That was a
That's
good
pretty
one.
fun.
Oh.
Alright, now that's our goal. Save up 3,000 and then someone gets to play a skills and powers character.
Double Nodachi wielding Minotaur.
I think that was a
They
theme
also
team.
guaranteed a 16 and a 16. They're guaranteed 2 16s.
Or a 17.
Or 117, right.
Yeah.
I think you worded this really badly.
I
but-
know. But it's fine. I can just clear up any confusion on the spot.
yeah.
I kind of think the premise of it is pretty cool. I think it's probably a little bit too hard to earn the gold for it, though.
Yeah. Well, I actually
think when you
so
go
for the
into the
super duper
tree,
character,
it's
I actually think it's worth it because of how powerful you can be with if you just power game with the books. But the other one is never ever worth it. I don't think.
I think the problem with it is not like that it takes a long time to get the gold, but it takes a long time to get the gold, and then you have one person who gets to do it.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Not really fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why there are other expenses other than buying super characters.
You also get
What else can you
XP
do?
per gold earned when you're part of the guild.
When you're part of the guild.
Yeah. You need the guild to buy a character anyway, right?
Yes. You do. You need the guild to buy the character. You need all the stuff.
So if you find that much gold, you can
I
make
have
your
some
existing
interesting
character
spells
good anyway.
now. I only have one level 3 though.
Oh, but the guild also takes 20% of all your gold.
And it might take more if you have a bad week. Or bad month or something.
Yeah. Train.
Before the end, can I talk to Greg about getting me a bowmaster to train me?
Sure. You approach Greg in his large wizard tower, and you can bring that up, and he says, "Well, I suppose that if you will be staying in Huathala, we have another platinum plate we're looking for. Perhaps it would be prudent for you to join the guild and hire a trainer that way. There are many trainers in Huathala, and you can search for one yourself. I'm no doubt that there's many masters of weapons here to train you."
Yeah, before we leave, I want to do something with Tigobart.
Sure.
I want to go and find I want to make a big bonfire. I don't know if any of them wants to help me, or if it's just me and Tigobart.
I mean, if you ask, I'll help.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna tell Tigobard, it's like, all right, let's walk into the fire together. I want to test something out, and I'll cast Flame Walk,
Pigbard is so down.
and we can just walk into the fire, and we're perfectly immune to it.
Oh, nice. Oh,
As long as it's non-magical fires, we can just be perfectly fine for 1 round plus 1 round per level. So we'll stay there maybe like a minute or a couple minutes, and then jump out.
Molly straps your
Pigbard
back.
has a big.
Never
smile
mind.
on
Material
his face.
components is 500 gold of gunpowder. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
You guys just fucking blaze
Never
up.
mind.
Yeah, I just read that and I was like, whoa.
I'll just use protection from power, and we can just get near it and be fine.
Get near it.
We don't enter it.
You don't touch it, but get as close as you can.
Wait, does gunpowder exist for us? Like, is that?
Yeah,
the
is that
normal-
No,
even a
it's
thing?
not gunpowder, it's powdered ruby.
Okay.
Wait,
I am so dyslexic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
protection from
That's not
fire
about
is way better than I thought.
What's pyrotechnics?
Flame shield is fucking sick.
Pyrotechnics is
This is
rubbish.
kind of funny, but not that good. Pigbard has a +2 bonus to saving throws against fire, so.
Oh,
I think so do I. I have fire and lightning.
Get up to 700.
oh yeah, druids.
Yeah.
I'm just writing down all my spells. I have water breathing and water walk now.
Wow.
Wow.
I can only cast one of them though. That's the problem. I can't
Any
cast both.
undead spells?
Well, casting both would be kind of nonsensical as well, because you can't go into the water anymore when you're water walking.
True.
Do druids still get turned undead?
No.
No.
Okay.
I can cure diseases, hold poison, repair injury,
Hey, that's pretty good.
and cure blindness and deafness.
In this world, hold poison might actually be useful, because there's actually somewhat powerful characters around. Problem with hold poison is in many worlds you just never find a priest that's actually able to cast neutralize poison, so hold poison doesn't really do anything other than just delaying yeah, but there's rules for that, and that
And one
say
day it
that if
doesn't
you
work, yeah.
consecutively cast it, at some point it will fail. So you just delay the inevitable.
And then I turn into a tree. Let's go. I have a tree.
Tree's an amazing spell.
That's the spell that I'm gonna have memorized all the time, so I'm be completely useless in combat.
Oh, Van Helsing used tree to great effect at some points.
He had more than one level 3 spell. That's the problem. He had high wisdom.
I thought he had 16 wisdom.
He had
He
17.
had 17. Yeah.
Yeah. How much charisma did he have, though? He had like 18
He had
charisma.
17 and 3 stats. I'm pretty sure. Strength, charisma, and then he had 16 con. Like his stats were insane.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a paladin, but Neil wouldn't let him play one, so.
Yeah.
He almost did.
He had 10% for a paladin. That's the thing that's insane. He could have had a 10% on a paladin.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah. God damn. I want to play Paladin again, but it's just, you need such good stats for it to be fun.
I'm working on a slight buff with it, paladin. I
Same.
want to give it. You remember that thing I talked to you about, like the inspire thing? I want to give them that. Call lightning, weather prediction.
Meanwhile, Bart sit in a corner crying while you give their
I'm
own boost to the paladin.
I'm thinking about buffing out like basically all the classes that are shit.
I think one good buff to Bard is just use the spell list that I worked out for my Bard and Sims
Yep.
campaign.
Or make some new spells.
Yeah.
There are some spells in the complete Bard handbook that aren't
Ooh.
Oh, we
useful.
should read that.
Yeah, we need to take a look at that. Might be some cool
There's
inspiration.
not many. I think there's literally like 5. Alter instrument means you just change one instrument into another different instrument. Sound bubble.
That's delightfully useless.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Sound bubble is literally silence, but they've called it sound bubble. Then they get silence 15-foot radius, which is also silence. Then they get improved magic mouth, which is magic mouth, but you can It has the bard's knowledge, intelligence, and personality.
Oh, okay.
So it will react in a normal way rather than just doing exactly what you tell it to.
That's actually
They
pretty
have-
cool.
Instant audience, which is the coolest one though. It just summons an audience that come and watch your show.
Holy shit! That's awesome.
And every round, 1d4 people enter the room for like 4 hours.
Damn.
Holy shit. That's awesome.
I love that.
Concert.
That's gotta be a high level
Yeah.
spell.
But it's level 3, and they like specifically say like they can't do anything. They're not real people. They'll seem kind of normal unless you try and talk to them, like that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Wait, what's your HP,
So
Erickson?
that reminds me so much of
24.
when Malachi
same as
summoned
me.
his
Oh, you're
Guru
a
and we
six,
just
though.
drink with him.
Yeah, exactly. They get Wall of Sound, which is I don't know. It's one of the wall spells, I guess. It's just makes a wall. It is. Oh no, sorry, it's another silent spell. Then they get
Jesus.
Conjure Cabinet, which is the second coolest spell. They have to create a cabinet, which is worth at least 1,000 gold, and then they can set it up so that every time they use the spell again, it summons the cabinet to where they are, and you can put music or performing objects inside the cabinet. You can't put anything useful. It has to be performing items,
Nice.
and then when you summon it, it will just appear,
Nice.
which is pretty cool for a bard, but.
It's pretty cool, but man, do they not want the bar to be useful?
No.
Hey, it's for more RP Central. It's more
Yeah.
RP Central.
Yeah.
Alright. Good stuff.
Yeah. So that's that. Any other questions, concerns?
No, I mean, I guess just like figure out how you want to do the other things, and then I'll be ready if you need me, or not ready if you don't.
What are the things?
Well, how we're gonna
So,
move forward with the characters and all that.
Oh yeah.
if we are going into the tomb, what are you gonna play, Matt? Are you gonna use Horos, or are you gonna use your
I'd probably have
Bond?
to use the fighter. Like, that place is super high level.
Maybe I should roll up a cleric then.
Thing is, I kind of want to play both, but like, at least for now, if you guys are playing with the low level characters, I have to go with the fighter.
Can we make higher level characters?
Make.
If we pay 500 gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we could pay 500 gold per person
Could we?
if that makes us.
What level
that would
is
make
the
it
character?
I
like-
think what I was trying to
a
say is you guys
reasonable
have to make super characters to instantly get levels.
Okay, that we cannot do for all
Yeah.
of us.
We can do
So
one,
we
I
should
think,
pretty
right?
much stick with our current characters.
Can they just
is
stick with
un-
these characters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can stick with these.
I am a illusionist wizard, so I can't do anything against undead.
That's all that's down there.
I know.
We should be able to sell characters that are like a certain level.
It's
or
like a
certain-
slave trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the
Or
question
someone else
becomes,
hires them from another guild, right?
well, then the question becomes: do we actually want to maybe buy a super character and make a cleric for either Sam or me to play?
I'll be down to have a super cleric.
You can play the cleric, I don't mind.
Wait, can the guild afford
And
it?
we don't have
Or
to
is it
double
just
up the wizards.
we can?
I mean, Tim might be able to afford that. I think Tim has like 3k gold on him or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a lot
So
of money.
we would need. Wait, actually, there's no base cost for a super character, is there?
Yes. It's 1,000 GP.
What? Oh, where does it say that?
It doesn't say it explicitly, but it's included with. Here, where is it?
You have to read between the lines, Theo.
Yes. You have to read. There it is. Character creation modifications. Players can buy a 16 or higher in a stat of their choice for 1,000 GP. So that's
Okay,
basically
that,
just
that
like.
makes it a super character. Okay.
But if you made but there are other things, right? So if you made a super character without buying a 16 or higher in a stat of their choice, but the only thing you wanted to do was, for instance, roll extra spells, like an add a d4 to their spell roll, then that wouldn't cost 1,000 GP, no?
I think the buying a 16 or higher in a stat is probably the requirement to be a super character.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It just doesn't say that, but
Yeah, it
that
doesn't
makes
say
sense
it.
if that is
Yeah.
how it works. I mean, actually, I would argue it explicitly says the opposite, right? It says can, not must.
Well,
But that's
It
probably
did,
what he
okay.
intended to do
Now
with
it
There we
says
go.
half.
there we go. We did it. Yeah, sorry for the confusion.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
So what is the...
Because everything that's like in the black bullet point is like a thing that you get, and then everything that's like underneath it is like additional stuff.
But you still can't buy levels for these characters, so it would still just be level 1,
No, you
right?
can buy it. You can.
No,
buy
you can.
levels.
It's 100 GP.
Up to level.
It says
30.
1 level equals 1 level. And
Yes,
then below
and
it says 100
one
GP
level equals one level. Oh, that's because that.
One level
Okay.
of another character.
So this is like if you retire a character and you have level ups in that character, those translate to your new character.
So could I theoretically use Teakbart's experience to do that?
Yes. You could sacrifice
If you were to do
Teagbart
it.
and make a super character.
With
With 3
Teakbart,
levels.
he sacrificed in the bonfire that we walked into, but actually did kill
I
us.
told him that I cast the spell and I just didn't. And he just
It's a fitting end for him.
So you can transfer your character's levels to another character.
Up to 3.
Up
Yeah.
to 3.
And it
That's
still
pretty
costs you
cool.
1,000 GP.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go.
You do get a guaranteed
Well, we could do that.
16.
If you want. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
down to
yeah.
sacrifice Teakbart and make a cleric, so that is good
Well,
for them.
I'm down to sacrifice Ericsson's money if we're not playing him again. Or, like,
You also
our
get to
money.
choose like 3 of your majors and 3 of your minor spheres as a cleric, so it's pretty cool. You know, don't sacrifice Ericsson. I fucking traded a badass suit of armor for your gloves, your knuckles.
I wasn't gonna sacrifice him, but I just assumed. Well, are we gonna play him again? I just thought this was like
Yeah,
a
you can
one-off
play
thing.
him. I would play him instead of your illusionist, to be honest.
But also, he didn't say I sacrifice Ericsson, but sacrifice Ericsson's money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the actual question. Yes.
Hey, it's the group's money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just meant whatever. Yeah, you know what I meant. Rather than the guild money, the GGG money, the other campaign's money. Because we're not in the same guild, right? We're just a group of people who.
I think I
are able
kinda
to do
joined the
something.
guild.
Yeah, now you are sort of like all together and you're... Yeah.
But
So
is it
then-
the same guild? I thought Greg was just some random guy, and we run our own guild in the other campaign.
He just called you something.
He sponsored the guild.
You're
actually.
like-
I think he bought it for us.
Yeah, he bought half
Not
of it
half
for
of it
you.
for it, yeah.
And so I think
Okay.
He just,
So that
he
is
just
what he
made a
was referring to.
special subdivision of the guild called Greg's Gregarious Greglings.
Right.
So you're still technically part of the guild, it's just that you haven't interacted with it at all. Until thus far.
By the way, Sam, this is the draft for like the extra paladin ability if you want to see it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to like basically give them something from their charisma since they have to use charisma. If you guys want to see it, you can see it. Post it in general.
So, do we want to do this? I mean, then we don't even have to sacrifice Teakbart, but then we can just make a cleric. I mean, with the money we got, we can easily get all of this and have left over.
Try to get a 18 wisdom cleric, dude.
Well,
That would cost you 2,000 to get a guaranteed 18 wisdom cleric.
We need to look at
So-
Tim's gold.
what's the way that this works? Do we have to? Can I roll the stats and then we decide, or do we have to decide it and then you just don't roll that? stat?
You have to decide it before you roll.
Okay, so then you just don't roll that stat at all.
Well, I mean, you still can. It's just
And then you
it'll
can
be
swap stuff
automatically-
around, right?
you can still swap stuff around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
so
instead
wait,
of
does that
7
mean-
I would only roll 6 stats because one stat is already set? By
Oh,
If
is
you
that
roll
how
an
you do
18,
it?
you can swap
Okay.
it, probably.
So if you say you roll a 16 for your int and you want to make a wizard, you just put that 16 and 1,000 GP into like another stat. to make yourself like a... Or you could use the 1,000 to like increase it by 1. And then
Okay,
use
what
the
happens
500.
if you want to make a super character and you just roll 7 18s? Like, obviously it's not going to happen. But does that mean it's just not a
get
super
refunded?
character?
No, it would be a super character.
But then you would be
Super character
replacing
by
one of the
default.
18s with a 16, right?
I think
it would
it's
be
16
worse.
or higher. So if you roll an 18, then you keep that 18. But you can put a 16 into
But
like
then you're
another
paying
stat.
for nothing. So you have to decide you're a super character.
I think you should be able to roll and then pay if you want to.
Yeah, that makes more
1K.
sense to me. Just because, like, yeah, I don't.
Well,
it just
okay.
seems
So
weird, kinda.
what I'm basically trying to figure out is if I roll 7 stats now and I get a like 17 in wisdom, could we swap that 17 to another stat and then still buy an 18 in wisdom? That's, I guess, the question I'm asking.
I think that it would make more sense to have that just be... sorry, I'm getting messages. I think it would make sense to have those be, like... Sure, yeah, why not? It's a super character, you can switch it around.
But then you just roll 6 stats and then see if you want to buy one.
Well, we roll 7 stats because perception, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like,
Yeah.
what stat are you dropping to buy the super character
Then,
stat?
well, then the way you do it is you
Just
swap
put the
your
lowest
lowest one
one,
into the
like-
one you want to buy, and then you
Yeah,
ignore
exactly.
the lowest
That
one.
seems... Okay, that seems very
It's
cheap.
cheesy, but yeah.
That seems
It is
very
cheesy,
cheap.
but
But it's
That-
it's
I mean,
1,000
we're paying
gold.
to it, right?
1,000 gold
Sure.
for it, so it's kind of okay to be cheesy, right?
yeah, exactly. I would even say it might be worth waiting to see how much money Tim has, and then buying a super duper character for the cleric, rather than buying a
I mean,
minorly
cleric
better
should be-
potentially
I don't-
Badass.
super character.
But
I
what
don't think
is
it's
it?
worth
What
it.
is the, like,
Okay, like I really don't want to use like.
I don't wanna
skill
use the other
powers
books
to
too,
create
like,
a
that
character
seems- I
because
don't-
That sounds super stupid.
Why?
It
Right,
just
I just
seems
don't
like
think-
one character is
for
abiding
you.
by the rules of books that other characters
Yeah.
can't abide by. Like,
I
that
think
seems so dumb
feels
to me.
bad.
Oh, that.
Well, then, okay,
Yeah.
I mean, but the things that would be particularly useful, rather than like having like a totally different system like psionics or whatever, like just don't do that. Still stay within the rules, but just use the books for things like, fuck, what even is there?
There's no difference if you're just keeping the same books as us.
Yeah, I
No,
think
Literally no
I think-
difference. Just buy, like, a high stat and a couple of levels. That's all you need.
I think maybe
I
complete
No, if you
the
just
same
use
book
basically
is
like the
something good.
character point system. I mean, it will let
Yeah,
you take
character
things
points.
like,
It actually makes paladins good because you can like buy cleric spell levels at an earlier level and shit with that.
yeah, like things like that. Or the other reason I would say it's cool to do a super duper character though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's just different rules.
yeah, I think it's
Okay,
kind
but-
of.
You just say
Okay,
the same
but-
rules, have
wait.
better stats and levels.
I think a better solution though is just to use the complete books. Like, don't use skills and powers. So you can do like one of the kits, which can be cool,
Yeah.
but they're not. They don't have different rules. All the kits
Would
use
you-
the same rules as the basic stuff.
The question is, wouldn't you let a character use the kit anyways?
I don't
Not,
think so.
not unless they're a
You
super
add a
character.
little something extra.
Not unless they're a super duper character.
Okay. But I don't know. I just don't think that super duper characters are even worth it then. Because you don't want to cheese the rules too much because it just feels bad for everyone else, and if you don't do it, the investment isn't really paying off.
It makes so much more sense to me that you can just buy a high stat and a couple levels than to just try and choose the rules.
I'm with Matt on this one, to be
It makes
honest.
so much more sense to me.
They will all have super duper characters eventually, and it won't matter.
Wait, but okay, the super duper character costs 50% more, and even if you don't want to cheese it, you can get 2 16s rather than just 1. You start with level 3 rather than having to pay like a bunch of money for it.
With duper character. I'm just saying I'm not okay with the rules being changed for them. I think it should be the same rules, just better stats or better levels.
But I mean, okay, say we buy a super character, right? And we want to give it 118. That means we need to pay 2,000 gold. And then say we want to get it to level 3, which is the max you can get it by paying gold. It would be 2,200 gold. So it'd be 800 less than a super duper character. You have a guaranteed 18 instead of 2 guaranteed 16s. And you're already level 3.
Yep.
So I don't think the super duper character at that point is that much more worth it.
Oh yeah, but you also have the other two things, so you can triple your starting money if you don't want to be too cheesy. You can pick any race, so if you don't want to be too cheesy, you could pick elf. Normally they're not allowed, but elves are pretty cool. And then some other like overbroken stuff. The special ability may be broken. Starting with the magic item that's the DM's choice might be kind of useless because it will probably be a +1 weapon, but could potentially be cool if you find something interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
I think it could be okay, but I feel like it's like I don't feel like there's a very clear advantage over just doing a super character and not going with all the money. Like we could do it right now if we just made a super character, right? We have 2,200 gold.
Right. But I mean, I would say that the super character isn't significantly better than literally just rolling normally, except for the fact that you can start at level 3.
And have
Like-
a guaranteed 18.
Having I guess a guaranteed 18 is pretty.
It's on 3d6
quite
stats,
good,
remember, it's not 4d61.
I think
yeah,
guaranteed
I know.
18 is really good.
But the other stats are always going to be 3d6 anyway.
Yeah, so if you roll another high set, you have a
if you
guaranteed
go-
18 on top of
If you go cleric, you only care about wisdom, you don't care about anything else.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's a good chance when you make a character that none of your stats are good. Like,
Like,
Joe.
yeah, cleric, wizard, like,
even if one of them is good, you can get it into like something else that's useful, like strength or dex or something, right?
Like, I agree it's good, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth spending all of our money on, though. Like, there are other things that money can be used for that are also useful. Like armor, basically.
I mean, yeah,
Like,
Sam,
is it
are you
really
gonna
worth to
play-
spend all our
Are
money?
you gonna play Zywander? Which one are you gonna play? Sam.
Well, I guess he's
Yeah.
not here.
Not here at the moment.
I think Sam said he
Um,
wanted to play his other character, right?
Maybe. I think that's what he said.
I don't think he has plate mill on his, but I have the shitty plate mill on my character. I have the 17 AC plate mill already.
Yeah. But, like, you also need money to do all of the things, like researching spells and all